Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're here. Glad you could make it. I apologize. I feel a little out of sorts right now. It was a little bit of a crazy day. A little bit of a crazy day. But it's all coming together now. It's all coming together. So hopefully everyone has an absolutely fantastic weekend. We are streaming. We are streaming. And should be a good time. I may have broken things just a little bit more than I intended. I'm trying to do some things, and I broke some things. So I accidentally broke my streaming setup, like almost completely, and I spent the last like 20 minutes trying to fix that. And then I noticed that I had broken the Monster Fighter game somehow. I don't know how. Well, I know how. Let's just say I'm like this close to getting YouTube to be able to work with the Monster Fighter game. So, but yeah, so I had to change a whole bunch of code, and now I'm getting an authentication error every 5 seconds in my console. So that's a good time. But I think everything else on Twitch as far should be working. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm getting an error. I actually had it working yesterday, and everything was fine. And then I went to go start it up today, and now I'm getting errors. So who knows? Who knows? But anyway, so for all of my YouTube peeps, should be getting pretty close. Should be getting close to the point where we'll be able to have YouTube join in as well. So hopefully should be a good time. And yeah, and then it's just been absolutely crazy and nuts, and yeah, just so much fun. So been a very busy weekend, but we're finally back here.
Autumn_falls_ today says, now, Loki Lazala Fairly I Mathra 38 I how are y'all doing?
That is a very long, loaded, and fantastic question you got there, Autumn__. How are y'all doing? Let's see, what have I missed? What have I missed? Did we level up last stream? I think we did, actually. At least once. Maybe. Eventually, once I can get this on the screen, we are currently sitting at, we're level 3, and we've got 22 out of 100 experience. Looks like we've got a +1 to our D4s. And we are also currently sitting at a 3 out of 5 on the current snowy plain. So, yeah. Eventually, one day, I will get all that information on the screen so that everyone can see it. But for now, I don't really have a place to put it, unfortunately. Let's see, Loki, good evening. Glad you're here. Welcome. And then, of course, 38i625. I'm glad you're here as well. Sorry about the ads. I had them turned off, or at least the pre-roll, and I don't know why they would have come back on. Very, very bizarre. Actually, let me check something really quick. Let me check this. It's basically the way that I have it set up is I have it set to be the least amount.
What's up, nerds? How y'all be?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, disable pre-roll ads when I run ads. Okay. Fully disabled. Pre-roll ads for incoming viewers fully disabled. Well, I have no idea what's going on there. That is very bizarre. I am so sorry. I will look into that a little bit more after the stream. Yeah, that's weird. It says that they're disabled, so I am. What's going on there? Let's see what else we got. Whoops. Just making sure we're not missing anything. Also, for anyone who was here till the end of last stream, it was a lot. It was a lot going on, but I think I figured out a solution, and we're gonna put it to the test and see what happens. What's the engine? So the engine for both the game we're making and for that like Monster Fighter game is just RPG Maker MV. And then for the Monster Fighter game specifically, I've got a JavaScript plugin in the engine, and then I've also got like a oh, what the frig is it called? A PowerShell, like a couple PowerShell windows running to host a local server to be able to like tap into like both Google's APIs and Twitch's. I don't think they necessarily use APIs, or at least not what you can tap into, and I can't remember what they call it. But anyway, tapping into their stuff so I can, you know, get the point redemptions and the chats and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so that's how all that's working. RPG Maker or something or other. Yeah, exactly. RPG Maker MV. Your ad is about to start. Oh no, we're gonna snooze for another 5 minutes. Oh my goodness, Nico, coming in here with the stretch. All right, everyone, here we go with the good stretch. Oh, actually, I really need a good stretch. Here we go. Oh, and the other way. Oh man, and backwards. Oh man, thank you for that stretch. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a crazy weekend, so a stretch was very much so needed. Oh man, let's see. Dealing with heat and lots of anxiety, so I hope the stream helps me chill. Well, Math, I hope the stream also helps you chill. Also, I saw your message and in Discord. I wish that I was able to stream more often as well. 100%. Do not get me wrong. I wish I could. But with my current workload, you know, working a full-time job, being a husband, a father, does take a little bit of time with, you know, everything else in my life. But one day, hopefully I'll be able to stream a little bit more, and hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, that is no good. You know, having the heat, anxiety. So hopefully you'll be able to chill a little bit during the stream. Catching up. Just making sure. What else have I missed? I multitask when I watch stream, so it's best to at me. That would make sense. Let's see. Did you just get here last stream? Let's see. Axel says I'm good. I'm playing Marvel Rivals while deciding what to do for my next music endeavor. Sounds like a good time. It has been a long time since I've played Marvel Rivals, but I remember it being a lot of fun. Let's see, he's always wanted a cat named Fungus. Now he has one. I'll put some pics on the Discord. Ooh, that sounds so much fun. Take a look. I've been around a few times. I would consider myself a Moonwood Games expert. Absolutely you are. Loki's responding to Autumn. Nico, hello, glad you're here. I saw it, forgot to reply. Thank you for the cat tags. How long does it take to get 10,000 points? I feel like it actually shouldn't take too long. I mean, a while. I think when I calculated it once, it was something like 2 weeks or something like that. Like a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere around there. I could be very wrong though. Yeah, something like that. A week or so. About 15 hours. Yeah. So about because I stream for like 4 hours each day, 3 days a week, 12. Okay, yeah. So it's about 4 to 5-ish streams. You get a few more now though that we're trying to raid a little bit more often. So there's that. Less so if subbed. That's true. If you sub, you get, I think you get 1.5 times the amount of points. So there's that. Nico says, I don't know if I want you to stream more. The first thing to go that takes up time would be your job, and you won't be in the Fungeon anymore. That is true. That's true. If I do end up streaming more, that probably means that I'm able to quit my job, and yeah, then I'd be gone. Be a sad day. I saw you but forgot to reply. 38.5k counting. Loki's just loaded. Loki is waiting for when I forget how many points he's got, and I'll be like, for 50k, I'll give you $100, and Loki's like, I got it. Nothing like that, but eventually, I'm sure there's gonna be something crazy, and you'll have the funds for it. I mean, I thought you were talking about our cat, but somehow I'm not surprised you haven't shared her. I have not. What about a Moonwood Games connoisseur? Fancy. Moonman, show the cat. You can't just say that, Moon Mum. I mean, she's not here, and I don't have a picture of her ready and handy. I will probably post a picture of her in the Discord one day. One day I'll post a picture of her. I've actually got a really funny / cute picture of her that I took a couple of years ago. I'll share that one. Can I be a connoisseur? Absolutely, you can be. Wait. I mean, sure. Oh, he's dead. All right, anyone. We purchasing things or moving on? So if you weren't here in the last stream, I set up a gold shop now. So if we want to collectively purchase an item, you'll just type either vote 1, vote 2, or vote 3, and those are the item upgrades that we'll be able to purchase. So these are the auto battler things. So I think right now we already are doing 1 damage per... What the... Okay, something is very wrong there. It should not be attacking every 30 seconds. I don't know how that happened. That's weird. Also, you do not do the exclamation mark vote anymore. I did remove that, but I may add that back. I don't know, it just felt like it would be a little bit more tedious, especially if you were on mobile, to do the exclamation mark and then type. So I just changed it to vote 1, vote 2, vote 3. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to look into why that cooldown is at 30 seconds, because it should not be at 30 seconds. That is not anywhere close what that should be. All right. What's the difference between expert and connoisseur? It's a great question. Can you be a connoisseur? Another friend's channel, I have 100,000 points. Loki, you gotta start spending those points. That is crazy. She's next to me. That would make sense. The cat's next to you. Well, if you donate 3x 10,000 points, you get into a special section in the thanks of the game. I mean, that is true. We do have a special section now for the credits in the game. Oh my gosh, I am so bad at remembering to turn these things back on. I am so sorry. I mean to turn on the chats again. I have to turn them off when I do my thumbnails for YouTube, and then I forget to turn them back on. I'm so sorry. All right, the delay is crazy. Go to YouTube, my friend. That is so weird that it's so delayed on Twitch. I don't get why. Maybe refreshing the stream would help. Maybe. Technically, it's against terms of service. True. It is against terms of service. Probably once we become a larger channel, I will probably have to remove the combined chat. It's so dumb. I don't get why Twitch is so... You can't have YouTube chat on the screen if you're screaming. I don't get it. I don't get it, but... the ads, freaking... Okay, well, they shouldn't show up again for at least another 30 minutes. Which also seems very low. I don't know. Maybe Twitch made some changes to their ads recently. I haven't touched them, though. I swear. It should be the exact same. You're gonna go to YouTube? Fair enough. Fair enough. Also obligatory. How are you, Moon Mom? Oh, true. All right. Then really quick here. Jesse says, spent the last 2 days replacing parts of my wife's computer, but it's alive. I'm glad that it's alive. That is never fun, having to replace parts and fixing that thing. So I feel like I'm probably gonna have to do the same to my computer, which sucks because I spent a good chunk of money on it, and very sad that it's such a pain. Autumn__ says, I'm breaking the system. No, don't break the system. Also, 400 HP, yes. Actually, is this one of the mini-bosses? I think we're on the mini-boss. Let me see. Oh, yep, we're on the mini-boss. We're at 4 out of 5, so as soon as we kill this mini-boss, we're moving on to the next section. Also, really quickly, do not redeem anything. Oh! Right as Math redeems something. All right, don't redeem anything more. I'm gonna go in here. I just need to check on these variables really quick and see what the freak is going on. Because it should not. Okay, auto battle cooldown. Hold up. Why 30? Still at 30. Okay, well that's odd. Okay, really quick. Just give me 2 seconds. I need to figure this thing out. Downloads, Twitch Monster Battler. Come in here. I just need to see what's going on. Okay, Auto Battler. Yeah, the auto point shop. Okay, so spawned monster and auto attack damage. So if switch 2 is on, which I believe it should be, yeah. Switch 2. That's variable. Switch 2 is on. Okay. And then if 92 is greater than or... Oh my gosh. I had it set to action button. It's because I was doing things, and so I wanted to turn off the auto battler. All right, here we go. We're going to refresh that. Should have taken us back to normal. Now if we come in here and we check this variable, 30, Still 30. Still 30. Hold up. Parallel. The auto shop should be off, right? 15. Switch 15. Switch 15. Auto shop is off. Okay, and then is 92. 92 is equal to 1. Okay, well, I don't... It might not actually refresh until we kill this monster. That might be what it is. Okay, so no auto battler until the monster is dead. So because of that, I will turn on double damage for the next 2 minutes. Let's do it. Sorry that it's so buggy. I kind of broke things a little bit because I was trying to get the YouTube chat integration working, and I am so close. I am just, like, quite literally, I am just sitting here getting authentication errors. So that's fun. I don't know why. I don't know why, because I authenticated and everything should be fine. Actually, I'm going to check one thing really quick, and then we're going to get into the game dev stuff. Then we are going to get into the game dev stuff. Bryant, welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. How was your weekend? Hopefully you've had a absolutely fantastic day. Days, hopefully. All right, so let me come over here. Let me come over here really quick. I'm just going to come over to... So I'm missing a step. Okay, so I have to go into the console.cloud.google.com. Okay, there's the new URI. Come in here. I'm just going to check this guy really quick. There's authentication and events sub new. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Okay. Hold the phone. I feel like we really need to get that emote again. One day I'll get it there. Hold the phone. Yeah, F892-38. F892-38. Well, I don't know. Not know. You are that. You are that. You. That / OAuth2 callback. Save. I didn't say it could take up to 5 minutes, so maybe. I might just need to re-authenticate with it in a little bit. All right. Check and make sure. Any references to Ngra? Find next. Okay, so we got that one. That one's updated. That one's updated. F892-38. Authenticate with Twitch. All right, well, save. I mean, Twitch is working, so that's exciting. All right, so let's do this really quick then. We're going to come over here. Let's full screen this guy. Math is done all I can. Your service is admirable. That is true. Or Pixeler. One day, I will make it a much more exciting thing. But for now, we just fight monsters, and that's it. Okay, so if I come over here, and we go to hold the phone on the command. Okay, so then I need to pull up the authentication screen. Yeah, let me get this pulled up. Authentication. Even though it should be automatically authenticating, so I don't know why it wouldn't be, but... Yeah, so HTTPS, blah, 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 blah. Me. Continue. 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 Google authorization successful. Control-C. Start the node server again and see what happens. Hold up. Hold up. Are we authenticated? Are we good? Let's see. Cast fire. I don't think it's working. Dang it. I was so exciting. I was so exciting. I was so excited. Yeah, what the crap? It says. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Wait. There's one last step. One last step. Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. If I refresh. Now it's connected. Now, if we come in here and I say cast earth. Few seconds. Oh, it worked! It worked! Yes! Oh my, yes! All right, well, happy days. So no official announcement yet, but if you're over on YouTube, let me pin the different things you can post. And yeah, let me just do this. I'm gonna do cast fire. Let's see. Fight the monster. Can I do shift enter? Nope. All right, never mind. Cast fire. Cast earth. Cast water. There we go. Now we'll just pin that. Okay, cool. Well, it's a very rough workaround because there's no way to do channel points on YouTube. So for everyone on YouTube, the only ones that you can roll are D4s. But if you want to try casting fire, casting earth, or casting water, just try typing cast earth, cast fire, cast water. One of those, not all of them, just one of those, and it'll do it. So anyone wanted to. All right, let's see. Ooh, cast fire. Okay, then we give it a few seconds. Hey, there we go. Cast fire. Whoop. Yeah. Oh, that was a nightmare that it wasn't working at first, but I'm glad that it's working now. All right. Well, eventually I will figure out a more clean solution. But for now, that's what we got. That's what we got over on YouTube. So, and Twitch, I know that it probably won't seem very fair that people over on YouTube can just type cast and it does things. So I'm kind of thinking what I'm going to do here in the near future is everyone will be able to cast D4s by just typing cast fire, cast earth, cast water, cast poison, whatever. And then on Twitch, if you want to cast higher spells, you'll use the channel points to do like D6s and D8s. So anyway, yes, that is... Whew, sorry about that. That has taken a very long time, and I apologize, but we're good now. We're good now. So YouTube, you're all now able to join. So happy day. Happy day. Let's see. I'm good. How you doing? Glad you're doing well. And also, I'm glad you're here catching the stream there. Athlion. Athlion? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, welcome. Glad you're here. Let's see. Dropped in. Been using this as my background noise some. Well, I am honored that I'm your background noise. A little bit. Some of the time. Let's see. All right. You should share the poop story the Moonchild did yesterday. Oh, that poop story. Oh, I suppose so. There is language, though, so as long as, if anyone is offended by strong language, cover your ears for a little bit. So yeah, so basically, so our 3-year-old, she's almost 3.5 now, actually, holy crap. She, like all children, is just an absolute sponge. She will hear anything, and she'll retain it. She won't necessarily say it immediately, but she'll retain basically anything she hears. And so yesterday, I was watching her, and she's pretty good. She's like 95% of the way.
We can swear now. Fuck.
I mean, if our daughter can, I suppose we can as well. So anyway, yeah. So she's really good. She's like 99% of the way potty trained. Like she has an accident every now and then, and that's about it. So she's really good. Like she'll be playing, and she'll be like, "Oh, I gotta go." She'll run, and you know she has to poop if she goes in and closes the door. She wants her privacy, which fair. So do I. And so yesterday, she's in there, and I hear her singing. She's singing some Pokemon song, which is freaking adorable. And then as she's singing, she like stops singing, and like, what was it that she said? Oh, that's right. So she stops singing, and I assume that she's done. And sitting for a little bit, and then a few seconds later, I just hear, "Oh God," and I'm like, "Oh no, what is it gonna be?" And she's like, "That's a fucking big poo-poo." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what?" Like, you're 3.5, you can't say those kinds of things. Anyway, I was just like, "Okay, child." Like, to be fair, she was not wrong. It was a very large poo-poo. It took up her entire toddler potty. Like, it was big. It was big. Anyway, there's a fun story for you. So, let's see. Turns out she's been learning naughty words from mommy and daddy. Oh yeah. and end stream. No, never. Let's see. Should I dare you to remove the fix? No, Loki, absolutely not. Honestly, if you were to ask me to remove the fix, I don't even know how I would unfix it, because I authenticated with Google, and so I'd have to unauthenticate somehow. Anyway, Echo, welcome. Glad you're here. Come on in, sit on down. Glad you can catch the stream. Okay, all right. Let's see here. The power of influence. I know. It's crazy. Only 3 and using it correctly. Yeah, that is true. I will give her credit. She does, anytime that she has sworn, it has always been 100% correct, which I'm like, I mean, fair. Like, as long as you're using it in the correct, situations and the correct ways, can't really say no. Let's see what TDS has to say about pronunciation of Athelion. Maybe. Like the possum. Wait, like the possum? The possum? The possum Athelion? Maybe. First time catching the stream live. Been watching up on the bots. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully you've been enjoying them. I don't know if they're much fun to watch after the fact, but I'm glad that you're enjoying them, and that you're here as well. I suppose you know all about all of us already, a little technically, only on episode 19, but saw Moon was live, so decided to come by. Well, there we go. Yeah, definitely way back when. Episode 19 is crazy how far back episode 19 is. We are now on episode 79. Crazy. It is crazy. What did she say when she found the dead possum? I can't remember how she worded that one. But again, oh, that's right. She found this dead possum in our yard, and oh, that's right. So I'm like, so I pick it up with a shovel, and she's like possum, or like, I can't remember what she called it. She didn't call it a possum, but she's like animal okay, and I'm like, no, like the animal's dead. She's like, oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. It's like, okay, 3-year-old just accepting death like that. It's like, yeah, it just happens sometimes. Like, yep. Oh, anyway, Nick, welcome. Glad you're here. Come on in. We're just doing a little bit of chatting, and then we're gonna get into some game dev. I promise. Gonna happen. Jesse's back. Welcome back, Jesse. You missed it, Jesse. You missed it. You can now do cast fire. And wait for it. Yeah, there we go. You can cast spells now. So happy day. Happy day there. The VODs are good. I have them in the background while working on my own project. Well, there we go. Yeah, I totally fine with that. I absolutely love hearing when people are like, oh yeah, I just use background noise. And I'm like, it honestly is probably better. Like, I'm more happy about that than someone's like actually sitting here studying my streams and like watching what I do. I'm like, no, not good, not good. All right, didn't she swear when she found it too? I don't think she swore. I think she was just like, yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes. I'm already a fan of your Moonchild. She's a character, that's for sure. She's, yeah. I don't know really how to best describe her other than just she is a character. Game dev streaming is a myth. There will not be development. No, there 100% will be. We're gonna get into development right now. It's happening. All right, everyone, we're getting into development. Here we go. Wait, Echo says I do a bit of both when it comes to stream, and also hearing your yap is awesome too. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that the yapping isn't too bad. Oh wait, oh my goodness, Loki. I remember seeing you post this message. I am so glad you sent it again because I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot to actually read your message. Just found the passes that we used during the trip to Japan 8 years ago. We still have 750 yen on there, and luckily we can use them again next year when we go. That is absolutely fantastic. It's always good to see to find. I was gonna say free money. I mean, it's not necessarily free, but since it's a little bit older, it's kind of like free money. This is a great chat stream. Very cozy. Very cozy. Yeah, maybe we just change from game development streaming to just chatting. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll just say, you know what? No more development. We're just going to chat. Just chatting for a few hours. They help me focus to give me a kick to get out on my own project. Some people prefer to work with background music. I prefer dev streams. There we go. Yeah. And hey, if I can be the kick in the pants you need to be working on your project, that's what matters. That's some real girl math right there. Shut up, Loki. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it kind of is like free money. Because, you know, it's like, you know, when you put like a $5 bill in your pocket and then like weeks later you find it again, you're like, oh, that's a free $5 right there. Sue me. It is a chat stream with a sprinkle of working on something. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not. Okay, all right. We're going to focus now. We're going to focus, I swear. Gonna happen. All right, here we go. So, if you remember from last time, let me pull this up really quick. If you remember from last time, and the time before that.
Chemist Nick just redeemed stretch.
Well, I can't deny Nick the stretch. All right, we're going to stretch, and then we're going to get... Everybody ready? Here we go. And the other way. Oh. And backwards. Oh. Oh. Yeah, those stretches, they feel good, but also hurt. It was a very, very crazy weekend, and so, yeah. But it's good. It's good. All right, so if you remember from the last two streams, because it's been 2 streams now, I apologize. This should have been a very easy thing to do. We're trying to get the menus to hide stuff here, and so if you click on quests, it hides everything. Fantastic. But then if you click on map, it's revealing some things, but things that it's not supposed to be revealing. So that's not correct. That is not correct at all. And that's where we ended last stream. Yeah. Yes, what are you drinking? I am enjoying a nice, now room temperature Dr. Pepper, strawberries, and... We have a lot of leftover soda from the 4th of July. So, yeah. I'm trying not to drink too much of it, because if I drink too much soda, well, I'm going to get more fat than I already am. So I need to do better at that, but I couldn't resist. I was coming downstairs like an hour ago, and I saw it in the fridge, and I was like, I need it. And now it's like been an hour, and so it's kind of lukewarm room temperature soda. Wait, Axel!
Autumn_falls_ today says, bye, Axel.
Bye, Axel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sorry that you gotta tap out so early tonight, but hopefully we'll see you on the Tuesday stream. Until then, take care. Every time I say I'll stream tomorrow, when I wake up, there is something on fire that takes all day. It's fair. It's fair. I feel that. Or at least you're stretching now. Better late than never. Let's see. Loki says you can get into trouble revealing things you aren't supposed to. Wait, did I miss something else? Okay, I did. Gasp. Echo. I thought someone already asked you how you were, but you didn't. But they didn't, and so I didn't. A travesty! How are you? Okay, I did miss that. I don't know what you mean, Loki, by you'll get in trouble revealing things you aren't supposed to. I don't get that one. Or at least you're stretching now. Better late than never. I mean, that's the second stretch now. Let's see. Gasp! He shows it without sponsorship. How scandalous. Oh, that's what you mean, Loki. I mean, I am drinking Nurse Piper strawberries and cream. It is a great soda beverage with flavors. An unknown amount of flavors. Definitely not 23. That's so dumb that you can get in trouble for something like that. Wait, don't drink all of them. I'm not drinking all of them. We have like a dozen of them. Do you really think I'm going to drink all of them? Absolutely not. How's the Steam page? It's great. It's come. Actually, I did make a little bit of progress. So it's actually coming along. I'm hoping in like the next week I'll be able to have it up, and then hopefully soon after that we will have the demo. Hopefully. You always go for my favorite flavors. That's not true. I didn't go for the root beer. The root beer is still there, 100% safe. But then I also did go for this. I did. If you're gonna drink all of them, can I at least have one? You know what, Echo? Just because you ask nicely, yes, absolutely. All right. Can you share? we just need to have a soda party. That's all we need. Soda party at our house. Come on, everybody. If you can find it, you get a free soda. All right, everyone. So that's where we ended. And I was thinking about it, trying to figure out exactly what it is going on, what I need to do, and I think I figured it out. In my head. Theoretically, I think I figured it out. So, let's see. Got my soda here. Hey, there we go. Everyone get your soda. Grab something to drink. Sodas for everyone. The Steam page is so amazing, only the enlightened can see it. That's true. The Steam page is basically like the Emperor's New Clothes. Only the enlightened can see. Moonman, how long will the party take to start/last? Well, after we get through the first few hours of chatting at the party, it'll probably be, I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes long. Something like that. Or I can find it at some point. At some point. Ice cream too? I guess we could do ice cream. I cannot get soda at 10:15 p.m. That is a little bit late. I mean, it's 9:15 here, and so I probably should not be drinking soda. That is a lot of sugar to be drinking at 9:15 at night. What? Oh boy, Loki, what do we got here? What did I do that was revealing? That makes more sense. I thought you were talking about the sodas, not the map. It's revealing some things, but things that it's not supposed to be revealing. So that's not. That is true though. It is revealing things, just not things it's supposed to be revealing. Absolutely not. I don't know why, but I thought you lived in Europe. Oh, no, I do not. Nope. I am Mountain Standard Time in the USA. Yeah. We do have oh my gosh. We do have a couple people from Europe though, so and I said you can get into trouble for revealing things you aren't supposed to. It's all making way more sense now, Loki. Like, but that is true. If you're revealing things that you're not supposed to be revealing, you can get into huge trouble. Let's see, Athleon. I'm just gonna say Athleon. And if it's Athlion or something else, let me know. But I'm just gonna say Athleon. 4:15 a.m. here, and I'm drinking soda, so it's all good. That is fair. That's fair. That is also very early. Holy crap! Have you gone to sleep, or are you just a super early riser? We even have people from New England. That's true. That's true. We do have people from New England. Moon.exe stopped working. All right. The unexpected error has been cleared, and moon.exe is going to start working. All right. What is sleep? Yeah, exactly. Sleep. I will sleep when I die. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah. Not to be confused with actual England. No, it is to be confused with actual England. New England is very much confused with actual England. That is for sure. Okay, all right. So, here's what we were doing. So we got the hide images. We've got the show map images. So this is currently what is trying to show the map images. Fantastic. But the problem is it's not showing things actually correct, as we could see there. So I think what we need to do, we need to come over here. I believe it's in here. Yes, so that times 4. Just copy that. Okay, so 50 should be the starting point of the images. Just like London in Canada is confused with actual London. I can see it. It would confuse me. I fell asleep at 8 p.m. and woke up about an hour ago. And you're saying the name right. Okay, I'm glad I'm saying it right. And that sounds like a pretty good night's sleep, actually. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. So right now, what are we currently trying to do? So we're currently setting a couple variables. So 911 is being set to 50, and then 912 is being set to 0. So then we're jumping into a loop. Now, the first, we have a couple conditional branches. So the first one is saying if the game variable is 381 plus 912. So right now, it plus 0, as long as it is greater than 0. Which means, has it been revealed? Because 381, if we come back over here, so variable 381, check here, 381 is room pick ID. Yes. This is just checking to see, do you have a picture ID? Yeah. So when it's generating the map, it's going through, because there's a possible 60 rooms. The reason why all of this is just so buggy and crazy and weird is because of the random tomb generation. That's the only reason why this is so confusing and weird and crazy. So basically the way that it works is there are a total possibility of 60 room spaces, and then it only generates 40 rooms into that space, right? But we still have to keep into account if there is something in room 1 all the way up to 60 and anywhere in between, you kind of have to take that into account. So it basically, when it's generating the tomb, it starts before it then reveals the tomb. It will then start at room 1, and it's like, are you a thing? Then start at picture 50. If room 2 is a thing, 51. If room 3 is a thing, picture 3, and then so on and so forth. But like if all these are blank, then it just doesn't do anything here. And then if room 11 is a thing, then that would be image number 4, and so on and so forth. So that is the reason for all of that fun stuff. Just the first thing we need to check and just see is just saying, hey, do you have a picture ID? Is that the right first thing we should be checking for? I actually don't think we need to be checking for that at all. I think this is the one we need to be replacing with this portion over here. Where are you? 100. Here we go. Yes, this portion right here. So game variables dot value 97 plus game variables dot value 100 times 4. Cool. So we're gonna say additional branch here, paste that. All right, cool. Then we're just saying if game variables 381 is not what we want. We want to start at, actually I think we still want to start at 97. going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 room layout, because we want to check and see if there is a room there. Yeah, so we're going to say 97 plus 100 is the player's location. We do not want to check the player's location. We want to check room 1. So 912 actually needs to be at 1. We want to check room 1. Okay. Instead of 100, we're going to do 912 times 4. Okay, so we're saying if variable 97 plus 912 times 4, we're going to say if you are greater than 0. So if you actually are a thing, then we want to do this thing here. Cool. All right. We should be able to get rid of you. And now the next one. And then we're saying if game variables 441 is as explored. So then this is actually taking into account has the player gone to this room. We don't want to say 441 though. We're going to say 440. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Nick. You're going crazy. I love it. I guess YouTube might actually be the place to be to actually do the Monster Battler game, because it's free technically right now over on YouTube. So good times. Let's see. Nick says, "Man, I'm surprised that I'm not exhausted from yesterday. Cycled 60 kilometers. That is pretty impressive. Not gonna lie, that is crazy. There's a lot of cycling." Let's see. Autumn __ says, "Hey Moonwood, do I have your consent to try and find you online? And I would not share it at all. I know some people are very averse to even the thought. Like you're just gonna like start searching around and just seeing if you can find me. I mean, sure." It sounds like you're probably already going to. I don't know if you're gonna be able to find me. Maybe. But yeah. I mean, if you would like, I don't know what's gonna come. I don't know what's gonna turn up, but yeah. I mean, I guess challenge accepted. And if you do find me, you'll have to let me know, so I can better hide myself. I don't know. Well, I got started and got a very convincing lead, but then figured before I look any further, check with you. That's fair. I mean, sure. You'll have to let me know what that lead is, though. On like in a Discord DM. We can't have everybody else knowing the lead. YouTube chat says I need to take a break from messaging. You're just casting way too much fire. Okay, so we're gonna say 440 plus game variables 912, which is 1, if you are greater than 0. Then we want to say game variables dot show game variables game screen dot picture game variables dot value 911, which would be 50. Set the opacity to 255. Awesome. Okay. I think that should be it. Let's see. Is your sister perhaps named Lily with 2 L's? That is a great guess. No. I do have sisters, though. All right. We'll just go. Actually, I think I've talked about one of my sisters on stream before. Let's see. Okay, so we go quests. Didn't we see one of your sister's books once? That's true. Like I remember talking about it, and I found it on Amazon. That is true. I think even Axel said that someone had recommended her books to him. Go to map. It's still showing weird things. Okay. I mean, it did technically, I think, reveal the room that we're in. Crap, was that the one? Was that the one? I forgot to actually check. Visit, leave, visit. Okay. So we're down here. So if we go to quests and then map. Okay, so it is still technically revealing the room we're in. Then it's also revealing 2 other rooms. For some reason. I don't know why. Do not know why. Nick, you're just going to town on this boss. Jeez. I like it. I like it. Okay, so first of all, why would it be revealing these 2 other rooms? And second of all, why would it be not revealing the player location? That's another thing. That is another thing that we need to... Also, very helpful. That is another thing that we need to figure out. Okay, so down here... Actually, I should probably rework the rest of the script. Okay, so we got the conditional branches correctly. We've got that. So it adds 1 to random number 1, which is what we need. And then at the end of that, we want to add 1 to random number 2. I think that's right. Pretty sure that's right. I need to be able to cast grape. I guess I could add that for you, Jesse. Could add cast grape. Cast lemonade. That's true. What about grape? I could add that. We could add lemonade, grape, limeade. The other 2 that for some reason I can't remember. Blazing Arc. Yeah, way to show that that YouTube chat, the D8s that you can roll. I love it. Okay, so yes, we add +1 to random number 1. Just set it to 51. That is true, because if we're showing an image, we want to then mark that as not being used anymore. Set it to 51. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Flesh to Dust! Welcome! Glad you're here. Hi, Moonwood. I heard you will make some tutorial videos. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the plan. That is the plan anyway. I'm a little behind on my video making stuff. It's, yeah. It takes a long time, and it's been a little bit crazy for the past little bit, but I'm actually, so I'm currently working on, getting my, 1,000 subscriber special finished. I'm 3 minutes into it, and it's going to be a 7-ish minute video, so I'm almost halfway done with that one. And then as soon as I'm done with that one, then I'm gonna move over and start making the more actual tutorial videos. So yeah. Gotta keep working on that. Anyway, yeah. So that is gonna happen. That is gonna happen. I just need to get to that point. Let's see. Doing well. Picked up art. Excuse me. And purchased more than 60 art books. Holy crap. That is a lot of art books. I like it. It's good stuff to have. All right. So if it doesn't show a picture, then we just want to say +1 to the random number 2, which is correct. Yeah, we do want to do +1. So if room number 1 is greater than or equal to 90, I think we're going to say 91. Pretty sure. Then we're going to try adding 1. I think. Yeah. Give that a try. Let's see what happens. Let's come in here. Oh, hey, look at that. We purchased more damage. Auto Battler's gonna go crazy. Also, what do we think? Should we make it so you can only purchase like one item in the store, or just be able to keep purchasing more if, oh, Ship of the Dead. I think we'll just allow it so you can just keep ordering, keep purchasing more upgrades. I think that would probably be I like your graphics. These are nice houses. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's probably one of my better pieces of pixel art that I've done. But yeah, thank you. I try to go for a very minimal, but also like a dark feel to it, you know? Guys, we're coming here. So we are currently in this block here. Go to quests and then map. Still not actually showing this, and it's still showing these first two. Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. What if we change you up to 92? Yeah, so if 911 is greater than or equal to 92. I'm just going to start in the tomb. I don't know why I keep starting in the town. Makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Oh, wait, Nick, were you going back and forth to vote and then cast spells again? You should be able to vote on YouTube chat as well. So in the level up screens, the purchase screens, and things like that, you should be able to do the vote 1, vote 2, vote 3 kind of thing. But if not, let me know. That should be working. Cast water. Yeah! Flesh Dust says, you said you were not an artist. Lies. I don't feel like an artist sometimes. Most of the time. Quests, map. We are here. It's now revealing 3 rooms. Not sure why that's the case. Let's do this. Let's pull this up. And we're going to say, console, we're going to do, game, screen, dot, picture. We do 5? Is that what it was? There we go. Okay, yeah. Yes, that's the dungeon UI. Okay, so if we do 92, that's just going to be nothing? Player icon. What the? Capacity is 255. Okay, or it could just crash. That's cool too. That's good. It's a good time. That does. But Autumn, we said message them in Discord. It does sound like you found a lead. Okay. Let's see. At least he didn't go to art school. That is true. I did not go to art school. So maybe that's why. That's why I would not consider myself an artist, because I did not go to art school. Okay. Let's see. So why? So it says that it's there. And then it reveals as it goes. What? Okay. So what is 911 at when it breaks that loop? That's what we need to know. Quests, map, variable 911. Oh, good heavens. Something is stuck in a loop. 912 is still going up like crazy. Okay, why? Let's see. Being discreet. Found a bald person? Yeah, that's not me. At least I don't think so. You never look at Discord anyway. I mean, that's fair. I try to though. So wait, why? Okay, so that's that. Okay, what? What? Hold up. That's fair. That is fair, Autumn. Underscore. He has a wig. That's true. Shh. I wear wigs. I wear wigs all the time. So wait. 911 is the image ID. Oh, okay. Yep, that would do it. So if it's not revealing all the images, of course this is never actually going to come in here. Okay, all right. That makes sense. So 12. No. So random number 2 would be equal to 1. So what would it eventually become? So what we need to say then is when random number 2 is greater than or equal to. It would just be 60, right? Or 61. When you're greater than or equal to 61, 912. And then we're going to say just set 92, because 92 is always going to be the player image, player icon. So just set 92 to 255, break the loop, call it good. Okay, that actually makes way more sense now. Oh, we got to level up. We've got to level up. Anybody voting for anything? Let's see, what do we got here this time? We've got the D6 plus 1 and the D4 plus 1. That's, well, seeing as how the D4s are free, that would make the most sense to have the D4s be the vote choice. Okay, so if we go to quests and then map. Okay, at least we are being revealed again, so that's good. Quests, map. I don't know why this first room is being revealed, though. That should not be the case. Okay, so we're here. Oh, this is going to be funny, because if we go to quests and then map, I would be like, it's working! But then refresh, and then I'm over here, and that's there. Okay, let's just take into account. So these are all, you can literally only go between these rooms. There's nothing else. And this is that and that. Okay, so if we go quests and then back. That is correct, and it's still showing that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Nick, you're being outvoted. Hurry, Nick, Athleon, you're being outvoted. The battle of the votes. It's on. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is turning into YouTube versus Twitch. Which basically is, oh my gosh. Copy paste for the win. Oh man. Well, good times there. Well, yep, there we go. That's All right, cool. Good times. Well, now if we want to purchase anything, I think the only thing we can purchase is the critical hit. That'd be vote 3, if we wanted it. The Steventh. Glad you're here. Welcome. It could be nice to have the critical hit chance to be up. So, but it does. Again, we need 10 votes to be able to actually purchase it. So, if you want it, make sure to vote. YouTube didn't like me spamming. No fair. That is one thing I'm gonna have to check and see if I can maybe turn off or something. Is it freaking out if people are like spamming in the chat? Because it's not really spamming. It's just you're voting and you're casting spells. So I don't know. Okay, we're making progress. I still don't know why map number 1 is being revealed. That is very bizarre. But if we move down one, and then if we go to quests and then map, okay, over here. Why? Okay, so now as I'm revealing rooms, as I'm exploring rooms up here, it is adding more to show down here. Which should not be the case. We come over here, so room, spell, room pick ID has explored. We haven't explored any of these. We have explored 49, 50, 55. Damage is the best when it comes to DPS. That is fair. Good point. I have ultimate control, though. I'm a mod, which means I have no limit to spamming. I also don't know if what Twitch does about spamming comments. I don't know if they also have a cooldown. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so maybe instead of actually having two different... Yeah, why do I have these in two different calls? We literally can just come in here, give me this, and if that condition. Then do the thing. Then we can just say else. No, we don't need an else. Okay, so if 97 plus variable 912 times 4 is greater than 0. So basically, if there is a room there, and if 440 plus 912 is greater than 0, and if it has been revealed, show it. Sense. And then add 1 to random number 1 for variable 911, which is the image ID. So increase that by 1. Sense. And then increase 912 by 1. That is the room that we're checking. Yeah. And if you go to 61, break the loop. Okay. Does that make things any better? Who knows? We will see. But we're right here. So if we go to quests and then come in here. Why is it still showing that first one? Move over here. Quests, map. Does the exact same thing. I broke cast fire. I can't write it. Wait, what did you do to cast fire? Just not working now? So that is what you folks are doing. Fighting the monster on the right of the screen. Oh, yes. Probably seems a little bit weird out of context. Yes, there's a little monster right there that people can fight. So if you type, cast earth, cast fire, cast water, it will roll a d4 and it'll damage the monster. And then everyone over on Twitch as well can use like channel points and things like that to also roll the dice. And yeah. I don't know, just a little fun interactive thing to have. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully. It was more of just a proof of concept to see if I could actually get Twitch integration working with RPG Maker, which the answer is yes, in case anyone was wondering. Twitch has a cooldown. Oh, okay, it does have a cooldown if you spam. Well, that sucks. But that's good to know that, Autumn, you also do not get the cooldown. So, there you go. Okay, so why? Why? Okay. All right. So actually... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, first of all... Oh, wait. Okay, so that's why I was actually showing the player. So the player location wasn't actually fixed. Wait, now Earth is broken too? What? Oh. Gonna say, I hope they're not broken. I don't know. I do not know. That is bizarre. Oh, it's broken for you. Well, that's good to know. That is good to know that if you spam the same thing over and over and over again, YouTube eventually is just like, no more saying this. Cast bugs. I'll need to create just a whole bunch of other random spells you can cast eventually. I wonder if it had something to do with casting while they are as well. I don't think it shouldn't. It shouldn't, because there is like a spell queue, and so it shouldn't matter where it's pulling anything from. It should be picking up every single command, like basically instantly. And so, you know, even if you were to be, you know, if 100 people all at the same time were casting things on Twitch and YouTube, it should all go into this queue that will like get pulled from. So it shouldn't ever be an issue like that. But who knows? It very well could. Okay, so that is a bit of a problem. So I can't have these be in the same condition. Because basically, I need to take into account, is there a room there? Okay, yeah, actually, we do need these in 2 different additional branches. Ugh. Oh my gosh, this thing has been an absolute nightmare, and I am so sorry. Okay, so essentially, what we need is this guy right here. This first one, conditional branch. If game variables.value 97 plus game variables.value 912 times 4 is greater than 0. That means there is a room there. Let's actually set this to be 49. We're going to say add 1. Yes. Okay, so if there's a room there, add 1. So then we're going to start at image layers 50. And then we're going to say, if the room has been revealed, let's actually get rid of all of this. So then if game variables.value 440 plus game variables.value 912 is greater than 0, which means you have explored it, then you reveal it. If not, and then at the end of all of that, add 1 to this, do that. Okay. I think in my head that makes sense. Let's cross our fingers and see if this freaking works, because holy crap. Okay, so I'm in this room. So if I go to quests and then map, it should just show the room I'm in. Oh, okay, all right. Let's not get too excited. Let's not get too excited. I know it sounds like I'm getting too excited. Let's not get too excited. Let's all calm down here. So if I reveal the next room, and then if I go to quests and then map, hold up. And if I come up here, and then I come over here, and we got these 4 rooms here, and then if we go to quests and then map, yes! Oh my good freaking heavens. Oh, this has been literally 2 streams to get this thing working. And I could not for the life of me. And it is actually working now. Oh. Good day indeed. Freaking, I cannot believe that it took this long. Quest, map. Oh, that feels very good. That feels very good. Okay. Well, now I feel so lost, because now I'm like, that has been the bane for the past 2 streams, and now that it's working, I'm like, well, Oh no, the vote's not working? Oh no. Wait, maybe? 3? Okay, alright, they are working. Whew. Yeah, let's get those votes in. Yeah. Vote 3. Hurry. Vote 3. Vote 3. Get that thing bought. Vote 3. Yeah! We bought it. Good job, everyone. Oh my gosh. I feel like we all work together there to get that thing going. Very well. Very well done group effort. I love it. All right. So, yeah, cool. Finally, we can go back and forth between quests and map. You would think it wouldn't be this hard, but it is. It is this hard. That sounds weird. Okay, here we go. So let's do some common events over here. Let's go to the spawn monsters. Set this to be 3. Cool. Have it come over here. I don't know what the freak that was, but that was weird. I'm gonna spawn kill the boss. I mean, you could. Flesh just says, did you make the monster art for the cast game? I wish. No, so basically all of the art for the game itself is from a game called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It's like an old, I can't remember actually if it was Super Nintendo or just the original Nintendo. I think it was actually the original, one of the original Nintendo games. But yeah, so super old Final Fantasy game. It was basically, it was Japan's answer to what they thought America needed back in the early 90s for RPGs. They thought that Americans were too stupid to understand how Final Fantasy, like RPGs, were supposed to be played. And so they released this essentially dumbed down version of a Final Fantasy where it was like the most boring generic story ever. Combat was like ridiculously generic and automated, like to the point where I'm pretty sure that even your main character, but like especially like the people that join you, I don't think you can change their armor. You can't change their equipment. When they leave the party periodically throughout the story, and then when they come back, they're suddenly like 20 levels higher than you, just so they can like just destroy monsters like that. Yeah. They were like, well, the West is not ready for turn-based RPGs, and so here you go. Here's Mystic Quest. And yeah, everyone was like, this is terrible. Can we have a real game? And they're like, okay, here you go. Anyway, yeah. So it never got a sequel. It never really, like, it was never that popular of a game, but I have always absolutely loved the art style of the game. But it's copyrighted work, so I can't really sell it or put it in a project that I, sell or anything like that. So I'm like, hey, I'm not selling this product. It's just literally on the screen. It would be like if I were just to pull up the sprite sheet of the game, which I don't think is technically illegal. If it is, and I suddenly stop streaming one day,
just redeemed
it's because I got sued out the crapper. I got this crap suit out of me. But I don't think anything legally is wrong with having the art there. So anyway, that is what the art is. So I wish I was that good of a pixel artist. I really do wish so. All right, everyone ready for a good stretch? Oh, I'm ready for a good stretch. That actually hurt, but also felt so good. Here we go. And the other way. Oh, man. And backwards. Oh, man. Whew. Wait, Nick, is that your way to get around? If you just, like, capitalize the T and cast water, it accepts it? That is hilarious to me. Flesh just says, too stupid. Western CRPGs have much more depth than JRPGs. What a strange idea. I know. Which is actually crazy, because the original creator of Final Fantasy actually was inspired when he saw, why can I not think of what it's called? What I mean, I know that Rogue was like the original roguelike. Oh my gosh, that is gonna hurt my brain. Old roguelikes. What the freak is that called? Oh my gosh, what was it called? Wizardry! Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I could not think of Wizardry. Yes, so the original creator of Final Fantasy was actually traveling through the United States and came across a copy of Wizardry and was like, that is like super cool. Like, I like that. He was basically like, I want to make a more refined version of this, which eventually turned into Final Fantasy. But then, they released it in Japan and wanted to release it in the West. But then, like, the executives at Square and at Nintendo, they were like, no, like, our Western audience, like, they can't, like, they like platforming games. They don't want a game like this. And so then their answer was making Mystic Quest. And they're like, here's an easier version of it. And they're like, yeah, absolutely, let's sell it. And it's like, you do realize that the West had things like wizards, like, we invented wizardry and D&D and, like, all these much more robust RPGs, but they're like, no, they couldn't handle it. So I watched this like 5-hour documentary once about like old, like late 80s, early 90s video games, like how a whole bunch of the stuff came to be. Very fascinating stuff. I wish I could remember the documentary. It was a lot of fun. You couldn't change anything about the other party members and they're always stronger than you. Yes, exactly. Yes. I don't know if you were agreeing with me or if you were solidifying what I was saying, but yes, yeah, you couldn't change their armor or anything like that. And yeah, they would always come back like 5 to 10 levels stronger than you. There was also an auto battle that you could toggle, and I think it auto battled for both your follower and for the main character. Like if you wanted to, you didn't even have to do any of the fighting. So much fun. For water, there is 2 to 9 fire. 2 to 8 and earth, 2 to 9 combinations, so don't expect that I'll stop. Oh, 2 to the power of 9, 2 to the power of 2. Okay. That is fair, Nick. That is fair. Oh, you cast spells to your heart's content. Only roguelike I've ever played was Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I have never heard of it. That sounds interesting enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about like roguelikes and things like that. I love them. I think they're a lot of fun. I played a game a while ago where you cross-reference into the stuff, info and stuff to figure out mysteries. I did not think it would be this easy, not gonna lie. The game, even though it wasn't really too hard at all, was more complicated than this. Was it Blueprints? Oh, no, not Blue. Cyber Hunt 1 and 2. Never heard of them. Speaking of Final Fantasy, I would love to try and play Final Fantasy Tactics again. Oh, Tactics, such a good game. I love Tactics. I am so disappointed they have not jumped back on the Tactics train. I feel like if they were to make a modern Final Fantasy Tactics game, I think it would be really good. Let's see. Wait, that's wrong. Give me a sec. Let's see. They're remastering it, so might want to wait for that. Wait, they're remastering Tactics? What? That would be really cool. I, for one, have a rule that I do not buy games I already own, and thankfully I no longer own it. So bring it on. I will buy the crap out of that. It's set to release September this year. Ooh, that's coming up fast. It's coming up fast. Scarily fast. It's got like, so really random side tangent. Not that, we definitely don't have those here on the stream. I was thinking about it because we hosted the 4th of July, Independence Day for anyone not familiar or not an American. The 4th of July is the United States' Independence Celebration Day. And so we hosted a barbecue and all this fun stuff at our house, had a whole bunch of family over, and we were cleaning up, sending everybody away. And, my wife and I were heading upstairs, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, all right, what's like the next thing we're looking forward to? And I was like, okay, well, not really anything in July. And I was like, okay, like August, not really anything in August. September, no, not really anything in September. And then I like, it hit me and I'm like, the next big thing is Halloween. Like that is the next big holiday is Halloween. which is crazy. Crazy. Let's see. You know the type of game I would like to see more of? Also, more balanced Might and Magic hero style of games. Not sure what to call them. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like those, where like it's a strategy game, but it's not like a real-time strategy game. Oh, I'm terrible at them, but those are a lot of fun. The Tactics Remasters trailer was on Summer Game Fest. Oh, okay. You all celebrate my son's birthday. Thanks for that. We do what we can. We do what we can. Nick is back. Welcome back, Nick. Used all my spells. Well, is it giving like a message of like you can't send that message again for the rest of the stream? Or is it saying something else? The capitalization doesn't work. And, well, that's good to know. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I was testing. Crap. If I come into quests now, okay, we're good. Map. If we go to quests, and if we do something like this, yeah, look at that. The map doesn't show over the quests. That is what we were wanting. Attack. And attack some more. Go. Map. Quests. Map. Quests. Map. Quests. Map. I just realized it sounds like I'm saying map quest. Map quests, not map quest. I'm not saying the copyrighted map quest. Is that still copyrighted? Like, would someone still legally own a copyright for something like a company that has gone under? I'm assuming so. Anyway, happy day. If I go to quests, move up, then go to map. Oh, that is such a relief that that's actually finally freaking working now. Okay, good times, good times. So, you know what that means? That means that we can now finally get the freaking inventory set up. We can get our quest set up. Ah, thank freaking goodness. Hold, I'm gonna create an alt account. I'm on alt. Well, welcome, Miko, over on YouTube. I love it. From the Google quote about the remaster, this remaster will include both the original version of the game and an enhanced version with improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, and gameplay enhancements. That sounds like a good time. There's a game I would like to have the rights to make, despite it never being made and scrapped, but I still cannot. Yeah, I wish copyright law, like, it's way too... I'm trying to think of even like the right term. It's ridiculous how long copyright law lasts. Honestly. And I feel like they need better laws for like abandonware, you know? Like with Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, right? That is a game that they released back in like 1991 or 92. When did Mystic Quest come out? Mystic Quest release date. Okay, yeah, October 5th, 1992. So yeah, they have not touched this thing in, what is that, 33 years? Almost 33 years. And I'm like, okay, I would say if a company created not necessarily a franchise, but like created a game or created something like that, right? And if they have not done anything with it in 30 years, like, just let it be public domain at that point. Like, I'm like, it's ridiculous to, like, with something like this, or even anything else that was, like, created back in, like, the 80s, the 90s, even, like, the early 2000s. I'm like, you've got these companies that either have gone under, like, they created one game, studio went under, they can't do anything with it, the parent company that probably bought all of their stuff probably isn't going to do anything with it, and it's like, just let it become public domain so that other people can make legal fan projects. I don't know. That's what I say. It doesn't work. Wait, it's not working? No. Cast fire. Tell me if it's broken. I'm very sad. Oh no. Oh no! Request invalid. Authenticate credentials. Oh no! No, I specifically set this up to re-authenticate. That makes me very sad, /mad, / everything in between. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to look into that because that is not something that I want to have to go back and re-authenticate every like hour and a half. Don't worry, I'm fixing it. Coming here. Continue. Google authorization complete. All right. Now it should start working. Does that mean I won? I broke the game? I think that means that now you can be logged in on both accounts and do double the damage. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that and see what the freak is going on there. Yeah, I did set it up to re-authenticate every hour. Because Google APIs, for some reason, require a re-authentication every hour. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll need to look into that. If you're an adult in the EU, go sign the Stop Killing Games initiative. That is true. If you are an adult in the EU, go sign it. And if you're not, don't sign it. Don't log into a VPN. Don't try and it's just going to hurt things. That game being Sky Saga. The game had so much potential. The community that was testing it was so nice, and devs were great. So much. Yeah, I think games like that is just, it really is very sad to see games like that disappear. Already signed up for both the EU petition and the UK petition. So I'm both European and living in the UK. There we go. Very nice. Okay. So, what do we got here? Great question. What should we do next? Wait. Game freeze? That's not good. Okay, well. Okay, so let's come over here. I also don't know how. So I'm just saying this, Nick. Just saying this. The YouTube one is a little bit more buggy. I have not tested it out as much. So it only grabs the messages like every 5 seconds or something like that. And I don't know if it necessarily queues them up. Yeah, the way the YouTube does it is so much more annoying. I don't know why they can't be more like Twitch. Like, honestly. So yeah. So it may only work like every 5 seconds, and it may only do it once. Just so everyone over on YouTube is aware. I'm a play tester. That is true. You basically are right now. Testing it out, see what happens, see what works, see what doesn't work. All right, there we go. Quest map. Come down here. Quest map. Awesome. So that is all working. Fantastic. Let's see. Athleon says, it's becoming daylight here, so stopping working on my project and gonna lay down to watch the stream. If I don't message for a while, it's possible I've fallen back asleep. That is completely fair. Completely fair. But I appreciate you letting me know. Also, I'm glad the sun is coming up there and not over here. That would be a very dark day if it was coming up over there. It's all gone. I have to drink water. Probably for the best. Oh, we're in voting period. Although I guess it would technically be queuing up the cast fire, so it is going to do a lot of damage when that actually goes through. All right, well. I think what we need to do now is I need to set up. So we've got the inventory. And there's a couple ways we can do this, right? Let's see. There are even more memes about how good a game it was. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't think I've ever heard of Sky Saga. Yeah, I'm definitely have to go look that up. Let's see. My inability to sign it is diminutively small. I can't sadly. Yeah. The first time I heard about the initiative, I was like, ooh. And then I listened to the rest of it. And I was like, oh, nope, can't go do that. I would watch you on YouTube as well, but me and YouTube are on bad terms. Me too. Not a huge fan. It's sad because I watch it literally like every day, but still not on good terms with it. I should do that as well. It's 5 a.m. and the sun is almost out. I'm moving to the bed and lurking. Later, everyone. Well, I appreciate the lurk. Thank you, Steven. And yeah. Hopefully, if you need to, you fall back asleep and get some good rest. But here's what I'm thinking, right? So, what we could do is we could have two sections, because right now I have the quests broken up into two sections, so you can have two active quests at a time. So this will kind of be like the title or like who gave you the quest, and then like, you know, the dialogue, the requirements of the quest and all that fun stuff. And then, you know, quest number 2. But is that not casting at all? Cast 1? Wait, it's still saying that the authentication failed. What the crap is happening? Whoop. Don't tell me. I mean, unauthenticated. What is happening? Yeah, the YouTube one might. It is very much so buggy. All right. So what if we do this? Do this. Refresh this. Okay. Well, I got a ton of messages about you using fire. Whew, yeah, look at all those messages. You cast fire. Holy smokes. All right, well, just to make up for the pain that you have gone through typing all of that again, let me do this really quick for you. Just to make it up for you. I'm gonna hold this down. Let's see you cast fire. All right, we're just gonna hold this down for a little bit. All right, there you go. There's your fires. Bad. That is true. You are breaking the game. No. You're testing the game. You're testing it. Fire mini nuke. Fleshda says, my power went out briefly from a thunderstorm. What'd I miss? It cut out in the midst of you reading my CRPG comment. Oh, that was a while ago. Let's see here. Scrolling up. Western CRPGs. Oh, whoa, yeah, that was a while ago. I was just saying that, yeah, it was kind of ridiculous that they would assume that we were, you know, too stupid in the West for a proper Final Fantasy. Because, yeah, like we did basically invent them. It was actually the creator of Final Fantasy. He was visiting the United States, and he saw a copy of, oh my gosh, I literally forgot the name of it again. Jesse, you gotta help me out again. What was it called again? Wizardry, yes. Sorry. Yeah. Wizardry. Yeah, so it's like Wizardry, D&D, like all these other, like, games that we'd already created. And so, like, he was inspired by Wizardry to create Final Fantasy, and then made Final Fantasy, released it in Japan, and then wanted to release it in the United States. And then, like, basically the executives at Nintendo and Square, they were like, no, like, the West, they're not smart enough to, like, comprehend these complex systems. Let's give them something a little bit more, a little bit more simple. And so that, thus we got Mystic Quest. So, I'll tap as fast as I could. Jesse, you're totally fine. No worries at all. I already know there is a slight delay. So between that and then me just being able to, like, scroll up, you having to alt tab, like, totally fine. Totally fine. Okay. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, that's right. So basically the way that we've got it is, yes, you've got the quest broken up into these two sections here. So we could have a different window graphic for the inventory. I know, it's a Soichi, I apologize. We could have a different window graphic for the inventory, where it's just a whole big section here that you can have your inventory stuff in. Or something else we could do is you could have a inventory section for, like, consumables and things like that, and you could have a inventory section for, like, key items. kind of thinking we just have a separate window for the inventory. Yeah, that's what I think. That's kind of what I'm... Let's see, Jesse says, basically Final Fantasy didn't sell well, so they thought it was because we didn't get it. That's true. And then they're just like, meh, let's just do something else. Green screen on your left is bugging out, bottom corner. Yeah, that's true. I tried adjusting it a little bit earlier today because I was trying to record some stuff for a video and realized that the green screen was horribly busted, like just not looking great at all. So I made some adjustments and I may have broken it more than I intended. So yeah, it's although I will say the black stuff there is like just my the bar of my microphone. So there is that's like the microphone bar. I need to figure out a different place to do the microphone bar. But the green screen is also not doing super hot. I think I need to adjust it. Maybe Final Fantasy 2, don't remember which. Yeah, I can't remember the exact details, but it was something like that. Like it just didn't, like one of the very beginning ones just didn't do well, and so they're like, well, let's give them something simple. And then we didn't get Final Fantasy again until Final Fantasy 5 under the US under the name Final Fantasy 3, to be confusing. Yeah, it's... the numberings on Final Fantasies are just ridiculous. Now I desire to play Wizardry. Me too. Let's see, how's the AC? Did it break? Well, that is a great question. So... it was still doing the exact same thing for the past couple days, where it would just every now and then, just for no reason, just the breaker would trip, and that was it. I did check. I do not have any of like Rocky Mountain Power's stuff installed to where they'd be able to like shut it off. So it shouldn't be that. So I'm like, well, it's got to be something else. Because I'm like, if it was just tripping every single time it tried to turn on, then I'd be like, okay, like the AC is probably just faulty. But the fact that it will run sometimes for like minutes or hours before it then finally trips, I'm like, okay, something very weird is going on. So I spent probably, I don't know, an hour and a half yesterday just pulling the thing apart as best as I could, doing everything I could based off of what I found on YouTube, and I thought that I'd fixed it, and then this afternoon it did the same thing again, and so I went and turned the breaker back on, and then it's been fine since then. So I'm probably still gonna call someone and just be like, hey, this is what's happening. Hopefully you can find a solution to it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, it's good times. Jonas admitted that it was him. That's true. Jonas did admit that it was him. Let's see here. Moonman, what books did your sister write? I can't tell you that, Autumn __. Gonna be doing all sorts of research. Let's see. Mathra says, I remember the first Final Fantasy game I ever played was on the Nintendo Game Boy, the gray brick. It was called Final Fantasy Adventure. That was a very good one. That one, I remember the very end. Pretty sure it's actually the final boss says damn in it, or hell. And I remember as a kid, I was like, what? Because up to that point, I had played, I think up to that point I had played like Final Fantasy 2. And I can't remember what the other one was. Well, I had played a couple other Final Fantasies. I actually think it was like the original. I'd played like the first 1 or 2 Final Fantasies. Obviously, there's like no swearing in those ones. And then I played that one, and I was like, oh, they swore in the game. And yeah, it was great. It was actually a lot of fun. I really did like Final Fantasy Adventure. God dang, ads stop interrupting at interesting moments. I feel like they do find the best place to jump in, don't they? Never mind, don't tell me. I don't want it to seem as if I got it easily. I already figured it out, by the way. I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly, I didn't necessarily go out and like scrub my name or anything like that from the internet before I created this channel, so I figured it was only a matter of time. Okay, yeah, so let's just create a new graphic for all that fun stuff. So if we come in here, actually do, Nick says, switching to secondary is faster than reloading. That sounds like it would be about right. All right, Tower of Vercilias, images, pictures. Pictures? Is that what we want? Yeah, the town UI. Mathra says, I cast D20. I do need to get the D20s in there. I need to get some stronger dice. That is definitely. Kind of forgot. That was going to be a thing. Crap. We'll worry about the town later. We will worry about the town later. For now, let's just get the regular dungeon UI working. Oh, that's right. That's right. We actually do not need to change the parallaxes. I completely forgot that's what we did. I am so stupid. We've got the menu frames. We've got the menu frame overlay. That is right. I am so dumb. Let's go. Okay. All right. So we've got the menu frame overlay, and we're going to do underscore inventory. Yep. Let's copy and paste that, and we're just going to call this one overlay underscore quests. Okay. So then let's open this up in Photoshop, and let's do a little bit of this. Nope. A little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. Okay, so that is the window we have got to work. Fantastic. Let's see. I just saved something you said a while ago for jokesies, and it was not hard from there at all. Fair. When it comes to abusing the system, on next stream, I'm gonna make a nuke to destroy the enemy. I don't doubt it. Let's see. That ain't working. That's it for today. Oh no, did it break again though? It is possible. Oh no. It hasn't bugged out yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because I thought that I put it all together and working so it would like auto renew the authentication with Google, but apparently it doesn't. Good times there. Your sister, Liz's name is spelled wrong, by the way, on the document I found correctly, making me think I found the wrong person until I was able to get some pictures. That sounds creepy. It sounds really creepy. YouTube chat for me doesn't allow for it. And yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to like keep the YouTube chat from like blocking messages after a while. Unless we just say, hey, YouTube will just limit your spell usage as you go. So I guess there is also that as well. Who knows? Or I'll just be typical streamer and just be like, all right, everything is behind the super chats. So to cast a spell, you have to do a 99-cent minimum super chat. It does sound creepy, but I was able to do it all out from... I was able to figure it all out from like the top 3 Google searches, as long as I knew what to look for. That's fair. You can find anything with Google. It's all right there. Okay, so now we've got the inventory right there. So then if we come over to Tower of Vercilias, actually, I can just close this guy. Nope. All right, let's pull this up and let's go to... Oh, actually, that reminds me. I'm going to do this really quick. Okay, it's not that one. Not that one. This one. Let me check the auto... Oh, okay, the auto battler is working again. But you, good. That's good times. Just says, Moonman, I'm in the same state as you, breathing the same air you do. I'm closing in. No, Jesse, you're so close. I can smell it. Which means you can probably smell me too. Actually, we probably live within like an hour of each other. Not gonna lie, it's probably pretty true. All right, so let's do this. Let's come over here. Let's go. Let's see. What do we get? Quests. Do this. Hide everything else. Then the menu. We're gonna switch this to quests. Refresh. Go. Okay. Then in here we can actually just get rid of you. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got the quests, we've got the inventory. Awesome, awesome. Where the freak? There we go. To Vercilias. Open back up. Okay. Now, go to inventory. This up. Hide everything else. You're going to be the inventory. Refresh. Fantastic. Okay. Really wants a soda. Sodas are very good. I will say, sodas are probably... Oh, can I have that soda now? Gotta be here first. That would be weird if I bumped into you, because I've seen your face. What would be even more weird is that, like, you would recognize me, but I wouldn't recognize you. I mean, it could happen. Who knows? Who knows? Like, we could be at, like, some restaurant in Provo or Orem, and you'll just, like, look up and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's him. Actually, Jesse, if that ever happens, if you think that you see me somewhere, you definitely need to, like, come up and say hi. Because, again, I'm not going to recognize you, because I don't know what you look like. So, yeah. So if it happens, make sure to let me know. Or even if you're just like, hey, I saw you, I didn't want to come say hi, but I saw you, then I'll be like, fair. Now, Moon Man, I don't want to alarm you, but I very much found your address. That sounds about right. That'd be weird. Oh, let's see. Can I have that soda now? Okay, I didn't read the first message first, but the second message I did read. Really wants a soda. Really, very much so. It'd be like when my vet tech ran into me at the store and shouted out to me by name. Surprised the crap out of me. Yeah, when things like that happen, I'm always just like, whoop! If it happens, that'd be cool. I'd probably message over Discord first. Just be like, hey, is that you? And you'd, like, send a picture, and I'd be like, yep, that's me. Works for me. That works for me. All right. So let's actually get this inventory working. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So it's probably going to be set up roughly like how the dice area is. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. One more hit. One more hit. Or the auto battler will take him out. Most unrealistic thing about that exchange is Moonman checking his Discord in a timely manner. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Hey, level up. What do we got here? We got gold percentage gained. We can get more gold with every kill, or the D8 plus 1. So that's some pretty good choices. Pretty good choices indeed. Auto did it. Blasted auto. It's always stealing the thunder of everybody else. Okay, wait, is that the same gray? Oh my gosh, it is. Well, that's fun. Let's actually do this darker gray. That. Yeah. We're gonna do that instead. Okay, so let's do you to you. You. Now, how big do we want this inventory thing? Oh, looks like we've got 1 vote for 2. 3. 24. 48. What's that gonna look like? Because I don't want to have too many items. I mean, to be fair, it'd be more like, hey, were you at the Culvers on Tuesday night? I swear that was you. Yeah, that sounds more of like what it would be. And in which case, I'd then have to sit there and think about it and be like, was I? I was, yeah, I was. And then you'd know. Although not gonna lie, I would probably actually be a little disappointed if I did find out that we had been at the same restaurant and that we didn't get to at least say hi. Okay. I want all the items. Every single one. Well, so here's what we kind of have to decide as well. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could make icons for them. That's not the end of the world. Rude. No gentleman's agreement for vote 1. Well, actually. Oh, vote 1. Vote 1 can't be voted. You need 145 gold for that one. Looks like it's either vote 2 or vote 3. If you want to, spend the money on anything. Or you can save up for the next damage upgrade. Either way. Either way. But yeah, so here's the things that we've got. We can either do it like this, where we will have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, where we'll basically just have the, excuse me, where we'll have the grid pattern. What do we got here? 14. So if we do the grid pattern, we could have, oh, I don't know. This is a tough one. So if we do the current layout as we're doing now, how many items could we have? It's 4, 8, 16. It's not going to be quite 32. Ooh, that's an awkward sizing. Okay, so we can't do that size. The other thing we can do, though, is instead of doing something like this, we could just list out the items. How many characters can we have on the items? That is the real question. We go to inventory. Create some text. Say hello. And then we say 20 left. Max width. What is the width of this thing? 248. 240. Whoop. Layer 1, 2. There we go. Whoops. Forgot about that. Okay. Let's add everything else. So you are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. La, 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 la. Okay, so we've got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. 16. Okay, so we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 characters across. That doesn't leave much room. That does not leave much room at all. Oh, wait. 10. $10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I cannot see that. Okay. Dang it. Bear with me. 2 seconds. I just need to zoom in on this. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close enough. Refresh that. There we go. All right. Slime Tooth X999. This should fit perfectly. Well, let's come in here, do a little bit of this. So, yes, we do yeah, so Slime Tooth X999. It's true. That does fit perfectly. I can't remember. Did I write down the other examples of things? Because, well, and probably the max you could have is like 99, right? We did like a 99 X. To be like potion. I don't know how I feel about having an inventory that is just list based. Kind of seems boring, you know? Yeah, so maybe we do need to do the icons. 99 problems, but items ain't one. Yeah, I think we're gonna do grid based. All right. So let's do this. We're gonna do 25%. Here we go. Just to make it a little bit easier for the calculations for the actual boxes. What do we got here? We've got, so if we go 1, 2... Yeah, okay. So across we have 58. And height-wise, we've got 106. 58 and 106. Okay. Let's see. Numbers divisible by... Crap, what was it? 58 and 106? 58 and 106. And numbers visible by 106. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and 53 for 106. That's not ideal. Numbers visible at 58 are all the numbers that can... Okay, I know that. Thank you, Google AI. They're like, yeah, the numbers divisible by 58 are all the numbers that can be easily divided by 58, leaving no remainder. Yeah, I would just like a list of those numbers, please. Why is it so different? Like, what? There we go. Okay. That is not at all what I want. Okay, all right. Whatever. Can you make it give you a tooltip of the item when you hover over its icon? We can. So actually, there's 2 different ways that we could do this. We could either have it when you hover over, like a tooltip kind of like pops out to the left, or we could have it to where, oh, the only problem, well, I'm sure we can make that work. We should be able to make that work. We could either have a tooltip that pops out as you hover over it. The other thing I was thinking, and this is more for thinking down the line of if we ever try to do something like, you know, port this over to console or providing controller support, I almost wonder if it would make more sense. I almost wonder if it would make more sense to have it be like, this is the actual item section here, and then down here is like the description / the usage buttons kind of thing. You know? Basically what we would do is we would say, so 50, 58. What do we got? So 58 divided by 3. Okay. 58 divided by 4. Okay. 58 divided by, nope. We don't want 5 across. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So let's do like 18. That should be close enough, right? Also, for anyone who has not gathered this, I'm absolutely horrible at math. So don't expect me to just be like, oh yes, these numbers are divisible by 58. It's not gonna happen. Oh, actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. I do worry a little bit about the size of those, because that would also mean that we would probably only be able to do 9-ish items. We could either do 9, or we could do 12. Then have just like no room down here for info. So we do it that way. We could do 4 items across. Have a little bit more. Let's see. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Duplicate that. Nope, not small enough. 1, 1. Whoa. Go. So that would be 8. And then we could do 16. And I feel like that would leave more than enough room for information down here. General idea is we could then do something like, so here would be the actual title of it. So you'd be like, well, yeah, slime tooth. So 2, 5 there. Whoop, cancel. We do kind of run back into the issue of the potential for, if it's too long of a title, like a name for it, it does kind of cause issues. But for bones, limit should be 206. that would actually be really funny. That would be hilarious if we did 206 as limit. Can you make it give you a tooltip? Oh, wait, all right, I already read that. I think 9 overall or 9 visible with a scroll bar. We could also potentially do a scroll bar. They are a bit tricky in RPG Maker. It is possible. I have done scroll bars. They are tricky, but it can be done. So, let's see, yo Moon Man, if I'm ever in your area, can I say hi? Likely to never happen. Do you mean just like we wanted to like ever have like a, I don't know, a chance to like meet up and say hi? I'd be all right with that. Coming over to my house, probably not. But, yeah. I mean, if you were, I mean, this would be like, you know, for anyone. If anyone was in Utah for some reason, wanted to meet up, say hi, I'd be down for that. Yeah. Just need to do some coordination and all that fun stuff. It's tricky. Oh no. What's tricky? We got here. What have we got here? Short? A YouTube short. It's tricky. It is tricky. Like, hey, Moon, want to grab a burger, bro? We could. We got some absolutely fantastic burger places here in Utah, so yeah. You said scroll bars are tricky. That's true. I did say they were tricky. It's tricky. Loki, I feel like you just I don't know what you've got. I don't know if you just have like a list of just relevant memes and videos to share, or if you are just so quick at being like, ooh, I've heard this one before, and you can like just go look it up. Because I swear, like, it'll be like the most random intervals, but I'll say something and you'll be like, I got a video for this. And I love it. I love it. Can I camp in your backyard and build a bunker? I mean, if you leave the bunker behind when you leave, absolutely you can build a bunker in my backyard. I would love to have a bunker in my backyard. I actually talked to my wife when we were putting our backyard in, and I was like, can we bury a storage container to turn into a bunker? And she's like, no. Fair. It's my touch of tism. All right, that is also fair. I feel like I have a slight touch of that as well. That snowboard game was fun. Wait, which snowboard game? National parks and such. Oh wait, was in Utah a couple years back when I went in an RV with family and went through the Four Corners National Parks and such. Yeah. It's no, it is a very beautiful place. I will say that. Sick meeting up sounds rad. I don't know why I'd ever be in Utah though. That is fair. Yeah, I feel like if you don't live in Utah, coming to Utah is not really a thing most people would do. SSX tricky. Oh, that okay. That makes more sense. I am not as up to date with that. I have heard of it. Never played it though. I have heard of it. Okay, so the tooltip here. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we could do it this way. I think it'd be fine. We could do it this way. Oh man. Yeah, it should be all right. It should be all right. It is going to open up the need for more icons, which, for better or worse, these ones I feel like could be not that bad to make. If you're in Utah without living here, odds are you aren't done with your trip and needed food or gas. It is kind of the stopping point for a lot of. It's the through state. I feel if you've been in Utah, you were probably driving through to get to somewhere else more exciting.
Thanks for the follow, guy.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Also, you know what that means? We hit 180. Wait for it. Yeah!
We reached our followers goal of 180. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We hit the big 180. I'm sure that's a thing that people celebrate. I'm celebrating it. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. No, we checked out like Salt Lake City and various stuff around there. That's fair. Linko guy says, I did not just know I did that. Well, you did. You helped us reach our goal. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, welcome. Glad you're here. Hopefully you're enjoying your time. Gasp. What does it mean? Wait, I still remember that one character that get crazy air. He just yells out, "I can see my house from." I wonder which came first. There's also a line in Stargate SG-1 for anyone who's ever seen that, and there's also a line in there where the main guy, he's they're coming in on a ship heading to Earth. I think it's a ship, and they're like trying to stop the ship, and they just can't get it. I cannot remember why they can't get it to stop, but yeah, the main guy's just like, "I can see my house." He had to be there. It is funny though. It is funny. All right, back to it. So. Yeah, I think if we have a 4x4 grid for your items, and then down here will be the tooltip. So what if we try something like, smells a little funky. Probs. It's probably very useful. Just maybe. Okay, so it almost is enough. What if we do 7? 7 would actually be perfect. I don't know if it makes it seem a little bit weird to have 2 pixels in between each one. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Actually, yeah, let's set that back to auto. Then you got this weird empty space here on the bottom. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Let's see. Loki, you ain't special. I can pull up YouTube links too. Whoa, shots fired. I'm gonna be audio only. No worries. No worries, Nick. No worries. Smell a little like Teen Spirit? It does. It does smell a little funky. A little bit like Teen Spirit. Also, hi, Linko guy. How are you? No, there's logging in on phone this time as my PC is out of commission. No! I am so sorry. That is not good. Wait, is it like dead? Or is it just busy doing other things? Hopefully just busy doing other things. Oh no. What is Loki pulling up? Yeah! It's the one! Loki, you're so fast. Alright, everyone. There's a possibility this may make the video unmonetizable on YouTube. But I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Just so you can see the gloriousness that is this clip. So, here we go. Let's turn up the desktop audio.
Now might be a good time. Well, Carter, now might be a good time.
Almost.
Now?
If I engage too soon, we'll reappear right inside the Earth.
It's true. It's true. They will. Come on, Carter. You got it, Carter.
Carter, I can see my house.
Engaging hyperdrive.
Oh, Jack. I freaking love Jack. So good. I love it. Let's see. My hard drive broke during my hard drive broke. My brain broke after that. My hard drive broke trying to install Linux. That usually happens. That usually happens. No, it usually doesn't happen. But I'm sorry. That absolutely sucks. Is it physically, or did it like just get corrupted and maybe you'll be able to wipe it and get it back? Hopefully. I've got my fingers crossed for you. I'm hoping. You better look at my video after, Moon Man. Oh, I don't know how I did not notice that one. Brendan Dolan 180 celebration. What do we got going on here? Freaking darts. Whoa, okay. What? Dart throwing is insane to me. Like, just how crazy some people can be. Am I missing something with the audio? Oh, okay, yeah, that is copyrighted music. Really good songs. But just, oh my gosh. It's one of those things that, like, Do I need to be good at darts? No. Would I love being good at darts? Absolutely. I would love it. Ping pong's also another one of those. Like, I just think it'd be really cool to be really good at ping pong. Don't really need to be, but I think it'd be fun. Ooh, actually, I just realized this. Let's see. Linko guy says, you're going to be my midnight streamer for probably a few weeks. Well, hopefully, over the next few weeks, I will be able to convince you to stay even longer than a few weeks. But even if it's just a few weeks, I appreciate you being here, and yeah, thank you. I get no sleep. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I will try to keep things as calm as possible so that maybe we can put you to sleep. I will take it as a compliment if you can fall asleep during my stream. So, there we go. Let's see. Unknown Artist says, I need a new hard drive. Yeah, that is not good. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully, when you do get a new one, you'll be able to get that install of Linux going, and hopefully it'll be a good time. I hope. I've got my fingers crossed for you. Let's see. Mathra says, I got decent at darts when I was a teen. If I stuck with it, I could have been awesome at it. That's fair. My neighbor, he actually, apparently he like qualified for like, I think he qualified for like the Olympics for ping pong. And I was like, that was an interesting thing to learn about him. Yeah. It's one of those things that I'm just like, you know, I mean, I guess if you can get like Olympics level, then maybe it could turn out pretty good. But I feel like for the most part, things like that, I'm just like, do I need to spend the time actually getting good at it? Probably not. Probably not ever going to serve me well for any reason at all. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of ping pong with my bro every so often. Been getting pretty good. I'm jealous. I don't think I will ever, no matter how much I were to play, I don't think I would ever get good at ping pong. He used to be my lunchtime streamer, but he just had to get a job and stop midday streams. I know. I apologize, Loki. Maybe one of these days, no promises, because it's not really something I can promise, but maybe one of these days, if I can ever make it a viable full-time career to stream, I can become your lunchtime streamer again. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Maybe. We could have another line of text if we do that. All right, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of text. I feel like 6 lines should be more than enough. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's right. Because then we also want to have something like a, wait, no. This should actually be fine. This should be fine. Because the idea is, as you hover over the items, it will then change the what it's showing down here, right? So like if I were to hover right here, it would change to the slime tube. If I were to hover in here, it would change to something else. And then if you click on it, it will then consume it. That is the plan. Okay. So I was thinking maybe we need to have some kind of something down here to like show, you know, like consume or use or whatever it might be. But I think what it'll be is if you click on it, it'll consume it. Yeah. That's the plan. That is the plan. Part of Team Insomnia? Sounds like it. Which is not a fun team to be a part of. I hope we keep seeing you, Linko guy. I hope we do too. I hope we do. Can't find a web version of Discord on phone, and I don't feel like downloading it. But I would post a pic of my PC. Discord. Well, that's true. We do have our Discord links in there. Which, again, thank you, Autumn__ for setting those up. Absolutely fantastic stuff. At the time, my mother was in a dart league, and I was her practice partner at 16. It's not bad. I would add some kind of confirmation of use to avoid misclicks. Yeah, true. So we could have something to where it's like, if you click on the item here, because the thing is that, because not all the items are going to be consumable, right? Most of them are going to be just collectibles that you're getting for NPCs, whether for quests, to sell them to the NPCs, or to craft. which we're going to get into that in a little bit. Yeah, so you could click on it. Because I'm trying to consider, because I mean, like right now, it's going to be mouse and keyboard. That is what I'm setting it up. But I'm trying to consider how are we going to make the mechanics work for controllers as well in the future. So I want to make sure that it doesn't get too crazy out there, you know? And so I'm like, okay, how would this work not only for mouse and keyboard, but how would this work for a controller as well? So if you were to be hovering over it, we could have a confirmation down here. And we could just say, if you've clicked on it, the confirmation window is open, then if you're hovering over other things, then it won't do anything. We could do that. We could do that. I think that would work out. Let's see. Linko guy says, I would probably break my neighbor's windows if I ever thought of playing darts. That's about how my aim is as well. We bought this like this axe throwing plastic thing from Amazon, which actually works surprisingly well. I did not think it was going to work as well as it does. But my aim for it is absolutely horrible. We were playing it over the weekend for 4th of July, had a bunch of family over, and yeah, it was, I did not hit a single one. My aim is absolutely horrible. And those with axes that are, you know, like yay large. With little darts, even worse. Even worse. Let's see. Mathra says, oh, speaking of crafting, is it cool if I advertise a plugin that someone made? Absolutely. Absolutely. Go for it. I think, yeah, you should be able to share links on the Twitch chat. So yeah, absolutely. Share that. Share that link. Share that plugin. Okay, let me find it. Fair enough. Yeah, I think for now, probably what we're gonna do is just set it up like this, where when you hover, it changes the tooltips, and when you click, I mean, we could have it do. You'd have it do a double click, click and hold. We'll just go with the click for now, and if it becomes an issue, because again, like the consumables, there shouldn't be that many. It should just be like, I mean, as of right now, I mean, who knows? There could become a time where we do have a handful more consumables, more than just like healing potions. I don't know what they'll be, but eventually we could find ourselves with a few more consumables. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is go with something like this. This is, I think this should be good for the item screen. So let's resize this back up to 400%. There we go. And then let's do hide that text, and that should be good. So yeah, save that as a PNG. Save. Yes. Okay. And then we come over here and open this up. And we go to inventory. There we go. Inventory. Fantastic. Oh, and hopefully that link is still working. If the link's not working, unknown artist, let me know. Oh my goodness, Jesse, I completely forgot. I forgot / missed your messages. I saw your first one, your second most recent, meant to respond, forgot, and then now I'm just seeing your other one. Still haven't replaced my SSD using old hard drive still. That is rough. That is rough. Though I might harvest some parts and get an upgrade since I just rebuilt wife's PC. Possible. Yeah, running on an old hard drive, that is very rough. I hope that you will be able to very soon get back up to at least some kind of SSD, even if it's just like a cheap one. Because yeah, going back to like a physical spinning disk, that is rough. Rough stuff. Okay, so I think if we center you and put you here. Oh, let's also do this. I need to turn off the movement again because it is very annoying when I'm trying to adjust the HUD elements and the movement is on. The arrow keys are what move the HUD elements, and it also moves the character. Oh, that's right. To inventory. There we go. All right, so 99 potions. If we go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Okay, I think that's still fine. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. Cool. Oh wait, that's right. Crap. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. There we go. Yes, this would basically just be something like Potion X 99. Or Healing Potion. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 14. Okay, 14. Whew. That is right on the dot. Right on the dot. Look says, oh, I finally got around to fixing the home server, so now I can access it remotely. That is always fantastic to have. I can now use my Plex server away from home to watch TV/anime/movies, and also connect to the music server to listen to my own music. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's having your server accessible remotely, so freeing. Let's see. Master says, why can I not find it? It was a dope cooking plugin. Huzzah! I found it. Let's see. Close that out. Come up here. Cooking party / cuisine party. Ooh. Well, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this plugin right here. All right. Hey, I know this song. I'm not going to play it because I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. But I know the song. If I go to YouTube, you should be able to see it a little bit bigger. I have no idea what they're saying. But let's speed that up just so we can see what's going on here. Ooh, okay. Get your items. Cuts them. All right, so you throw in all the different ones. I have no idea what it's saying, but I'm getting the gist, seeing the visuals. Hey, I like it. Yeah, see, this kind of stuff is really cool. Oui, baguette. I love it. That is awesome. This is a great looking plugin. I love it. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, I love stuff like this. It just adds so much fun, variety and personality to a game. This product is protected by license.
Thanks for the follow, Dijot Live.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, and also thank you for sharing that plugin. Yeah, that kind of stuff is just so much fun. That's kind of that is the reason why I love RPG Maker. It's just like all of the fun and creative ways that people go about making their projects stand out, and then allowing those kinds of plugins and things like that for other people to use. Love it. They just finished fully translating it to English. Oh, well, that's even better. Found the web version of Discord, posted the pic of my PC on it. Ooh. Let's see, photogenic male. Oh my goodness. Poke and then good night. Wait, the points. Ooh.
Photogenic Marley says, the redeems are being given back to me again. Just a reminder that it happens still.
That is so bizarre. That is very bizarre. They're being given back to you. I do not know. I do not know. Honor Artist is at 3.6k points. It's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, that is. I do not understand why those are being given back to you. Well, I'm gonna come in here and make sure to complete all. There we go. Just in case. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just means you're special, photogenic male. It means you're special. All right, so let's see. Let's see. I'm thinking of using that cooking plugin for a future project. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely a blast. Now it's sleeping time. All right, photogenic male. Well, I appreciate you coming here, saying hi, letting me know. Go get some good sleep. Okay, yeah. So the picture. Let's go take a look at that. Let's come over here. Pull this up really quick. Oh, I need to get these in here. Is it off topic? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh boy. Pokemon X. You gotta do some dusting. This definitely needs a little bit of dusting. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see. Man. Okay. So I'm hoping this is your exhaust. Wait. Where's your intake? You have a fan right here? This isn't your intake fan, right? That's your exhaust fan, yeah? Axel ain't here, and I'm actually not doing it. Oh, that's fine. I don't think it actually should be giving the points back if they're not marked as completed. I could be wrong. Maybe they do if they're not marked as completed. But stream elements shouldn't be able to, and neither should coffee. Yeah, so I don't know. It's very bizarre. Matthew says, also, that plugin gives us more potential to for someone to make an RPG Maker Stardew style game. That is 100% accurate as well. Yeah, having those little kinds of mini games, I feel like really brings it just like adds so much charm and personality and uniqueness to a project. It's like even if it's a plugin that is in like other people's games, when you make it your own, it is awesome. First time in a while I have opened my tower. Honestly, I don't know. That's fair. Well, I would say something you should do, something I would recommend as an IT guy. This is coming from a place of understanding. As an IT guy, I would say try and see which way this air is flowing. So like if you put your hands on like either side of it, and if this fan is pushing out, I'm not big in tech smarts. No, it's totally fine. That is why I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough. So first thing I would say is check and make sure, see what direction this fan is blowing. So yeah, so just put your hands on either side of it and see which side you're getting the feel on. So if the fan is currently blowing inward, I would probably recommend flipping the fan around. So basically there should be 4 screws here on the back. It's like on the opposite side of your case. Also absolutely love that there's a Game Boy Color right here. I've also got one right next to my desk. Anyway, yeah, so I would highly recommend it. There should be just 4 screws here. You unscrew those on the back, and then all you'll do is you'll just flip the fan. So just take this bottom, should then be facing up. So just flip it so that it's going the other direction. So this is going to work as an exhaust. So it's pulling the hot air out of your PC. I would recommend, like, if there was room, I would say have it higher up because heat rises. But since you've got your oh my gosh, your power supply up here at the top, I would say having the exhaust here on the back, so it's pushing out of your case. And then if you don't have one, which it doesn't look like I see anything running there, but if there's any way that you can somehow put another fan somewhere on the case to work as an intake to bring in cooler air and bring it into the case, I would also recommend that as well. But those are just recommendations. So, but yeah, very nice. I love it. It's just a regular Game Boy, not a Game Boy Color. Wait, really? Really? A red Game Boy? That is, I don't think I've ever seen a regular Game Boy in red. But I guess now that you mention it, it doesn't have the Game Boy Color there at the bottom. That's kind of cool. Just a red case. Oh, it's a red case. Oh. But again, like, I don't think I ever saw one in red. I only have, like, my, like, the, I don't know, the masking tape brown kind of one. Oh, it's kind of cool, though. I like it. Check General. Uh-oh. All right, General, what do we got? Got some hellos. Other stuff going on. So your Game Boy Color amaze you. A Game Boy Micro. I always wanted one of these. Always wanted one. They were so cool. Yeah, as far as handhelds go, I went from my Game Boy to my Game Boy Color, which I'm so sad it's missing the freaking battery case on the back. So I can never keep batteries in it because they always just fall out. But yeah, so my Game Boy to my Game Boy Color, and then I got a Game Boy Advance, and then I switched over to the PSP. So never was cool enough to have one of these. They were I had a friend that had one though, and he let me like borrow it for a couple days, and it was just so much fun because it slid so well into your pocket, and it was. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Let's see. Also, with a system like that with some tweaks can be used for alchemy. Mythical red brick. Exactly. Just red case. Check General. There was actually a lot of Game Boy made with different colored cases. I had no idea. I literally thought it was just the one. That is really cool to know, though. I need to get one for my collection. You do. You do. Oh, the ads. No. I could bring out the Wonder Swans, Game Gears, and more. I mean, you could if you'd like. I gone from Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, then the Switch. That is quite the jump. That is a huge jump. Check the link. Oh, no. Oh, no. Woo. I like that. That is beautiful. Oh, that link. That link. The YouTube link. I see now. I see now. Oh, no. Ads. I'm getting ads on my own. Getting ads on my own video. I guess technically that means I'm making my own money by watching my own ads. Kind of fun. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to pause this. Bring this over here. I can't get copyrighted on my own thing. Here we go. Here we go. Let's turn up desktop audio. See what I'm saying. Wired to level up. Be much higher. Yeah.
Chemistinic says, what's happening? Something is wrong, I
don't think it knows what to do with the other symbols. Let's try it again, though.
Chemistinic says, what's happening? Something is wrong,
Nope, nope, that's all it knows how to say. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, Let's see. Game Boy Color, yeah. Oh, no, I recognize it. Oh, I recognized it. There we go. Yeah, it's, I mean, you know, obviously yours is a much cooler skin than mine. I just have the, you can even see it. I just have the Pikachu case skin thing. And like it used to be more golden, but it's more of just like a silvery gold now, which is sad. But that is super sick. I love how you can like see through it too. Some really good ones. Infinite money glitch. That's true. That's true. That is an infinite money glitch right there. Oh my, what? Loki, you've just got all the cool stuff, don't you? That is so cool. I'm jealous. I feel like I'm gonna have to bust out some of the old stuff that I've got and share some pictures over on Discord. I have an extra micro, same model. Yeah, you've got the cool stuff. Yeah, no, I just have to watch my own videos with ads on, and I'll generate my own money. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, here we go. Back to focusing, back to getting this stuff done, back to seeing if we can get through a little bit more tonight. So, I'm still very relieved that we got the whole map thing working. That is very happy. What? What is happening here? Why is that doing that? Frame. You should be quests. Oh. Okay. That is that is my bad. That is my bad. I thought that I had set this up correctly. I did not. I did not set this up correctly. Not yet anyway. Not yet. Okay, so let's come in here. Let's see. So when you click on quests, it turns on show map. So it turns off show map menu, turns on quests menu, then turns off 78 and 79. And then inventory. The inventory turns off 76, 77, turns on 78, turns off 79. Okay, and then this turns off 76 through 78, turns on 70. Okay, yeah. Quests, inventory, menu, awesome. Okay, so if we come over to here, we click on quests, should have turned on. Show quests menu. Quests, okay, yep. We do inventory. It should be show inventory. Awesome. All right, so let's get that fixed. Let's get this fixed. Let's come over here. We're going to go to displays. Turn off those so you can see what's going on in here. There we go. Fantastic stuff. Let's see. One more and then back to my project. All right, fair enough. Let's take one more look. Let's take one more look. Then we're gonna get back to it. Holy smokes! This is beautiful. Oh my, what? Loki, this is incredible. Oh my, what? That is a crazy collection. Holy smokes. Okay, yep. I am officially jealous. Oh my god. That is amazing. Holy smokes, I love that. I feel like I need something like that in my life. That is beautiful. My favorite superhero is my daddy. That is the best part. That is the best part right there. Oh, the pocket station. Get your GameCube. I don't recognize this one. Is this a Sega? You got your Wii U. I also don't recognize this one either. I can't quite tell what it says. The Sega Saturn, okay. There are two. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's the Game Gear. Okay. Man, that is beautiful. I love it. Yep. I want something exactly like this. And of course, you know, your PS3. That one's easy enough. It says PlayStation 3, so I can recognize that one. Now, the ones that I don't recognize, are these just controllers down here? Oh, we got a short. What do we got? What do we got going on here? Count how many consoles this guy's got. Got the Wii. And the GameCube. Jeez. This is just... These kinds of collections, I'm just like, holy smokes. Like, the amount of money that would have had to have gone into something like this, absolutely insane. Jeez. I like it. The gray one is a fight stick for the Saturn. The brown one is for an arcade cabinet. I'm working. I love it. Well, that is absolutely fantastic. I would do literally anything for this. Axel, I know you're not here, but agree 100%. That is just Well, you've officially made me jealous. So, I hope you're proud of yourself, Loki. This is what I aspire to become. Yeah, no. Anything and everything like that, I'm just like, I would love to have something like that. Because I don't have anything like that. My collection would be extremely... I could literally have, like, a small shelf, and it'd be like, here you go. Which sucks, because, you know, I played basically all those things growing up, but they were always my older brothers, and so I never had to go out and buy any of them, because I was just like, oh, well, he has them. And so now he's the one with the cool collection of, you know, the dozens of NES games, and the original Nintendo, and the Super Nintendo, and I'm just like, oh, man, I wish I had all those. Oh, well. Gonna head to bed. Thanks for the stream, Moon Man, and good night. Jesse, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic evening, and we will see you, hopefully, on the Tuesday stream. And good night to the space crew. That's true, everybody else. Jesse will not, would never not include you in the good night wishes. I just love collecting old consoles, especially Nintendo. It is a lot of fun. It is an absolute blast to do. Very expensive, but a lot of fun. Also, I was the same about games, but it was my cousin with the cool collection. Yeah, it's when you're a little kid, you don't really think about it. And then you get older and you're like, man, I wish I had been the one with that cool collection. What makes me really sad, though, is the people that had the cool collection when they were younger, and then they either like got rid of it or sold it or something like that. And then you're just like, oh, could have been so cool. Could have been really cool for you if you just kept it. Oh well. Let's see. Loki says, okay, I lied. Just one more. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's take a look. Oh my. Woo. That is impressive. A $10,000 profit if you were to sell all of it. Jeez. Don't do it. Don't do it. But that is impressive. Your collection is worth almost $14,000. Holy crap. That's not bad. That is not bad. Jeez. I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands, Loki. $50. And some chapstick. Final offer. It's not bad. That is not bad, Loki. Not bad at all. If you ever don't want them, I'll take it. No, I've got first dibs. I've got first dibs. And then you can have whatever's left, unknown artist. And I'm sure if that's... And I'm not sure if that's everything scanned. Yeah, that's the thing about older collections like that, is you're just like, is this everything or not? Who knows? Who knows? I can offer paste. That's true. Autumn__ does have some paste from the YouTube days. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. That is better than nothing. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. That's no. That's understandable. That would be a no from me, dog, as well. I have pocket lint, and all right, unknown artist wins. I have much XP. That is true. Autumn__ you are the top fan tonight. Oh, actually, you're tied with Jesse, but Jesse is gone now, so I'm actually kind of surprised that that Nick is not top fan. Nick was doing all sorts of chatting. I don't know. I also don't understand how the XP works fully, so who knows? Who knows? Okay, so back to this. What do we got here? What do we got here? So you are the frame. So you are if 77 is equal to true, or if 78 is equal to true, or oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay, all right. So that is no longer correct. That is no longer correct. Not at all. So here's what we need to do. We need to say this is only if, let's see, 77 and 78. I think it's just going to be if 78 is equal to. Refresh. Cool. All right, so the same thing here with the healing potion. Fix that. Awesome, awesome. So if we come over to, so we got quests, we go inventory, quests. Now for the quests, you need to be Oh. I don't know what happened to that thing. So frame overlay. Oh, you are a singular thing. Balls. Okay. All right, so you are quests. Yes? Yes. And you are if 77 is equal to true. Refresh. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's much better. So then, if we clone you, and we're going to say you are if 78 is equal to true, you are going to be the inventory overlay. Bring you here. Do a little bit of this. Refresh. Hide everything else. Okay. Close you. Go over to inventory. Which is that. Quests. Back over to that. Fantastic. Okay. That is working better now. The menu shouldn't really do anything. Yeah. Shouldn't really do anything. Map, quests, inventory. Awesome. Now, I'm hoping that what we can do is be able to utilize... So in the quest, you're going to have all this text here, right? And so I'm hoping we'll be able to utilize whatever text is down here for the other thing. Hopefully. Let's actually do this. Yeah. So let's say over here, G-Maker again, over to the actors, scroll down. Okay, so you've got quest line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Refreshed beans. What are refreshed beans? What are you meaning refried beans? Oh, wait. On YouTube. Maybe because it wasn't original messages? I don't know. Oh, that could be it, actually. That could be it. I could see that. Also, Unknown Artist is at 3.7k mana. It's not bad. That's a lot. You're gaining. You're gaining. Okay, so I think what we need to do then now is if we copy that, paste that, so we got quest 2, line 1. Quest 2, line 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that is 130 through 137. Fantastic. Legendary Cerberus! Welcome back. How's life going for you? How was your weekend? Feel like it's been a little bit. Been a hot minute. Glad to see you again. Okay, so if we go to the quests. Oh my, that actually reminds me. We still, thank you actually, Legendary Cerberus, for reminding me. We still have not come across the Cerberus in the Monster Fighter game again. So there is still a new mechanic we haven't been able to use in the game until we actually come across a Cerberus. So, yeah. We'll get there. You're currently in my YouTube Shorts rotation. Yes. I always love to hear it. Congratulations. I've just gotten through the Supernatural Shorts phase. There we go. Glad that I could be a part of your Shorts rotation. And hopefully I will be able to keep uploading enough to where I can continue to be in that rotation. Okay, so let's hide everything. Let's hide everything. That came out funny. Trust me, I know, Moon Man. I've been waiting. I completely forgot. Which is funny because I actually put a decent amount of extra work into making the Cerberus different. So, first short I see, making this game an RPG Maker was a mistake. I feel like that one has been making the rounds recently a bit more, and it cracks me up because I've had a handful of people that'll leave a comment and just be like, well, then why are you using RPG Maker? And I'm like, that's all that I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to complain and have everybody be like, well, then why are you using it? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I've also had a lot of people kind of clapping back about, so there was one where it was basically where I was like, delete everything. if you're using RPG Maker, don't use the default assets. And I've had a lot of people be like, well, what am I supposed to use then? Like, you know, provide sources and do all these things. And like, there was one guy that was like yeah, well, it basically was just like, screw you. Like, you know, not all of us are artists. And I'm like, I am also not an artist. Like, go buy it. I'm not saying you have to draw everything yourself. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you want to stand out. Anyway, yeah, good times. Don't mean to rant about that. But, glad that it's been the rotation. I'm tempted to try making the most complicated, complex game in RPG Maker just to see if I could. Well, chances are you could. It's just, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. Who knows? Who knows? Cast Earth, cast Fire. I think that it is very much so. Well, no, it should still be running. Oh, wait. Maybe. Nope. We have our authentication credentials have expired again. Recreate Doom in RPG Maker? I could. I actually, funny you should mention that. I had someone comment. I don't remember who it was, because I just, you know, when people are being a little bit more negative, I just tend to like not really care. But yeah, so someone basically was like saying that the game I'm making was like recreating Doom, and I'm like, this is as far from Doom as you could get, but okay. Yeah, good times. Okay, so I need to really quickly, this should be the last time I have to do this tonight. I come over to here, I grab this address, come back over here, and then I pull. See, I shouldn't have to update anything, I just need to re-authenticate. And then hopefully on Tuesday, I will not have to do all of this stupid re-authenticating stuff again. Do that. Me. Continue. Google authorization successful. So then come back over here, pull this back over that way, and then we do, let's see, I believe what I have to do, I gotta pull that up, so I have to Control C, refresh that, and now if we do cast fire, hopefully. Oh. Well, that sucks. Request cannot be completed because you've exceeded your quota. Well, all right. Good to know. Good to know. Well, this is awkward. Quota for what? That is a great question. I am not sure what quota I would have exceeded, but apparently we have exceeded our quota. I don't know why. But apparently I need to go to YouTube/V3/getting started quota. I'm sure it's probably something with the Google API. It's probably I can only make so many calls to their API, probably because I'm on a free account, and so they're probably like, nope, you've hit your free limit. You broke it on your own. That's true. It's true. I did. And I didn't even need to redeem it. You broke it on your own. Well, technically, the Twitch stuff should still be working. Do a little bit of dish. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so Twitch is still working. For some reason, YouTube is not, though. Gonna have to fix that. And also look into what quota it's talking about. If Doom can run on a fridge or microwave, it'll run in RPG Maker. I mean, that is fair. You just have to recreate an RPG Maker, which would be the tricky part. That would be the tricky part. Let's see. What do we got here? Whoa! That is a spicy ad that started playing. Holy crap! Wait, Doom on a PDF? What? Oh my! What? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. That is insane. Oh Oh, the amount of things people do blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. I love it. I love it. Well, yes, but the dare would be to break YouTube, not Twitch. Free accounts sometimes feel like free capitation instead. No, that is 100% correct. There are so many like free things that I'm running right now that I'm like, I just need to spend a few dollars a month and just not be on some free tiers, and it would make things so much better. Check the link I sent. I was behind, but ahead of your reminder. So technically, I win, I guess. Let's see. Oh, I see we support SKG in here. SKG. Wait, what's SKG? What? Wait, was it here? Stop killing games. Oh. Yes. We do. I do. I don't know. I think it sounds like a good initiative. I can't do anything about it because I'm not in the EU, but I don't know. I think it sounds like a good time. Also, I should have gotten that. Sorry. The things people have managed to make Doom work on is absolutely insane. I saw one where someone coded a virtual chess to play Doom. Stop killing games. Yes. My collection in the Discord, Pokemon Red and Kingdom Hearts are in the console. Very nice. Wait. My collection in the Discord. Oh, wait. You posted? My collection in the Discord, Pokemon Red and Kingdom Hearts are in the consoles. I'm not sure where. Oh, off topic. Ooh. I like it. That is a good collection. I would say that is a fantastic collection. I like it. It is a good initiative. I agree. Yeah, I would say the Stop Killing Games is a pretty good initiative. Very much so. So, yeah, if you can sign it, and you're in the EU. Let's see. Spellcaster Alt1 says, hi, hello. Welcome. Glad you're here. Cast fire. So, unfortunately, as long as this isn't an alt account, and this is someone new, first of all, welcome. Glad you're here. I'm assuming, I don't, your name is really throwing me off, but if you are actually new here, unfortunately, we have reached a quota. This isn't totally Nick's alt. That's what I was figuring. Yeah. So it wasn't necessarily the quota that your account hit. It was the quota for the amount of calls that I'm making to Google's APIs. I do have a limit. Apparently I do have a limit. So we have reached that limit on the free tier that I have, unfortunately. Check off topic. Still need to get more. You can never have too many. Also, I had to make a new Discord account called Unknown Artist 2 because I forgot my sign-in data. It happens. Yeah. There's definitely still some extra things I need to do to get the YouTube stuff working just a little bit better. But for now, it works for the most part. Sometimes. For the first half of the stream, anyway, it works okay. Cast fire. I mean, you can keep going. You can keep trying. Let's see. Mathra says, yeah, too many publishers get given too much power over things and then cancel great games just because they think it won't make money. But let's be honest, at this point, they have no idea what will make good money. That is very accurate. Yeah, I from everything that I've heard, I'm like, it just makes sense, you know? It's like just when you're done with your game, have something in place where you can just be like, all right, you can do peer-to-peer stuff. There you go. Have fun. And let other people run your servers. Like, you're not giving them the source code. You're not doing anything like that. It's like, just let them run their servers, let them enjoy the game still, and call it good. That's bad that it ain't working. I know. Yeah. The hope is I can figure out exactly what I can do to resolve all of the issues that it's having. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'd be tempted to release completely free versions of a bunch of paid software/services if the bandwidth costs weren't a concern. Bandwidth is very expensive. He tried and tried, but to no avail. But Castfire lived on. But no, publishers need to be control freaks. They really are. They are horrible control freaks. I wish that SKG came about before Final Fantasy Record Keeper Global ended service. That would be really nice to still have. I didn't play it a ton, but and that's the thing is like I would absolutely love to go back and be able to play it, but you can't. There was this old mobile game that I used to play called Fantazica, and it was a great tower defense card game, and I absolutely loved it. Servers went offline, can't play it anymore, and it's just like I would absolutely love to be able to just like go back and play it. Plus, it's also one where I'm just like, why do you need the servers? Like, it's a tower defense hero card game. Like, anyway, how many calls can you make on free tier? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into that because I completely forgot / either like just didn't even really know that there was actually a limit on the tiers, which is why I was kind of confused at first. I was like, oh, that doesn't really make sense. This is why indie games are so much better than AA and AAA. Agreed. Yeah. I would agree 100%. Yeah. It's well, because like, I mean, yeah, there are online indie games, but for the most part, like, or the quadruple A games. Yeah, it's hold up. How did it just do the I don't even know. That was weird. Let's see. I wish people were free to make non-profit fan games without having a company jump down their throat with lawsuits. Wait, AA is a thing? I thought only AAA was a thing. Well, so AA is like that middle ground. I'm trying to remember the exact definition. It's basically like that middle ground between like, it's not like a small indie studio, but it's not like a huge AAA developer. So think things like I don't know, like Star Citizen, right? Like you wouldn't consider like Star Citizen to be like a AAA game. So that would be like a AA, like not necessarily like an indie game, right? Same thing with like 7 Days to Die. Things like that, where like they have like their larger budget. They're not like a small indie studio. They're still considered like indie. You know, they're not like a AAA developer or publisher or anything like that. But like, you know, something that's like that good in between of like it's not a tiny company, but it's not a huge company. Player Obscure Expedition 33, exactly, yeah, something like that, where it's like you can tell that like a lot of work and passion and stuff like that went into it, but they're not like that huge. You know, they're not Rockstar. They're not some huge publisher. Okay, let's get this actually working. This second line of quests. I'm still like so happy that we actually got the map working again. It makes me very happy. Okay, here we go. So we should just be able to clone that and then come down. Nope, come down to here. Nope. And what if we set this to relative? We should be able to center that there. Fantastic. We do a little bit of dish. Okay, so how far though? So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close enough. Okay, so that is... Okay, so now we need the actual ID for... Okay, so 130. Cool. That should be 112. Okay, change it to 130. Fresh, and we come back over to here. We're now Quest 2, Line 1. Awesome. Yeah, I'd probably be playing the fully 3D fan remake of Chrono Trigger right now. Oh, I was so excited for that remake of Chrono Trigger. It looked so good. And some of the music they released that leaked sounded absolutely incredible. Let's see. Thanks, adds thanks for popping up just as he starts reading and then sharing his opinion. Oh wait, was I? Yeah, I was talking about something, but now I can't remember what it was. Whoops. That's my bad. If they were Rockstar, they'd release 50 versions of Expedition 33 before making a new game. As accurate. I really want to go get some ice cream to put in my... Wait. Oh my gosh. I really want to go get some ice to put in my water, but don't want to move. At first, I thought I literally read that as ice cream, and I was like, ice cream in your water. That would make sense. I I know that feeling though. That I 100% know that feeling. Just realized once I became an affiliate, I can create a bunch of alt accounts and get infinite money. I mean, accurate. I should do that. Nah. Well, I should do that. Let's see. Bethesda will just make more anniversary editions of the same game and ask for more money the exact same game. Doom 2 Super Ultra Turbo 3D. You need to go into your brain's settings and turn off autocomplete. Probably. I have a hard time like jumping from like message to message, and then it just throws me off. Not good, but oh well. What are you gonna do? All right, here we go. So clone, let's bring this over here. I'm trying to remember how far down, so that we do 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, fair enough. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 131. Let's clone you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's just 4. Oh yeah. That makes sense. 32. You. 2, 4. Clone. Like the octopus. Very nice. 2, 4. 134. Clone. Here we go. We're getting close. 4. Gonna be 135. Fantastic. Oh, wobbly octopus. Hold up. Oh no, that'll still fit. Okay. Clone you. Put you there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 136. Last but not least, clone you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 137. Refresh. There we go. All right, cool. Now we'll have all of our quest dialogue. Oh, I just realized. Crap. That's fine. I need to change the color. Add that to custom colors. Okay, refresh. So now we come down here to the bottom. We just need to change you to that. Refresh. That. Okay, refresh. I want to make the dialogue box of the quests distinct from title of the quest. Maybe that's a weird way to do it. I feel like it makes the most sense to have the description of the description. That would be a better way to go about it. The description of the quest I feel like makes more sense to have be the darker text, whereas the title would be the lighter text. Okay, there we go. Yeah, quest 1, line 1, quest 2, line 1. They go down. You got 8 lines of dialogue. Fantastic. I got rickrolled by a frickin' radio right now. What? I didn't think that would be something they'd be playing, but I like it. One time I got rickrolled by a bowling alley. It just keeps life exciting, you know? That's all. Keeping it exciting for you. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. So then if you go over to the inventory, let's see what lines could we be using. Okay, so we technically could use quest line, so quest 2 line 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, cool. So let's just say down here, quest line, that would be So all the way to 3. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. You're going to be if 77 is equal to true or 78 is equal to that. Refresh that. And then moving down the line, let's just get the rest of these updated with conditions. Fresh. Fresh. Cash. You. Fresh. And you. Refresh. There we go. Okay. I know it looks janky. I know that it does. But I think that'll help a ton. Yeah. That'll help a ton. What do we got here? The real British teacup. Welcome. Glad you're here. Love the name. Absolutely love it. Yeah, welcome. Glad you're here. Come on in. Sit on down. Hopefully you will enjoy your time here on the stream. How was your day going? How has it been? Depending on what time of day it is for you. Also, how was your weekend? Unrenarder says, I really want to make a completely serious game, just randomly with like a 1 in 100 chance the inventory, just as a rickroll. Just to make sure that the players do not expect it at all, and then just out of nowhere, bam, rickroll. I like it. I think it'll be a good time. All right. So cool. Yeah. So now we've got the inventory text showing. So this will work to be able to show the dialogue and like not the dialogue, the tooltip pop-ups. So, if we were to quests inventory, this is going to be example text, you know. We're going to say something like change name of come on. Change the name of there we go. Line 876543. So 3 is the starting line. And so then we could say something like, what do we say? Oh, the slime tooth. That's right. Let's actually do this. So quest. Wait a minute. Where are we showing the other text from? Oh. Inventory. Healing potion. What is healing potion? Did I just put text there called healing potion? Oh my gosh, I did. Okay, that's fine. We can adjust it. It's gonna be all right. Let's hide everything else we don't need. Grab you. Let's see, 133. So what could you be? Well, we can just say item title. Go, item title 138. Say that. So let's turn to main menu, close that. Refresh, hold this back up, hide everything else, come over here to inventory, and then we come down to here. Nope. Come to here. You are 138. Fresh. Item title. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we the phone. Inventory. Where did that go? Where did that go? 132. Oh, that's why. I'm renaming it right here. That would be why. Okay, so first and foremost, this is going to be item title. We're just going to call you potion or healing potion. That should be good enough for now. Look what you can do with Hypnotix emotes. Hold the phone. I like it. What's the size of the icons for the items? Let's see. They're going to be... if we do a little bit of this, the icons themselves are going to be 11 pixels. That is an awkward height and width. Yeah, 11 pixels squared. So quite tiny, quite small, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully shouldn't be. I mean, I feel like you should be able to do enough stuff with 11 pixels, yeah. You know, if you wanted to make like a sword. There we go. You got a sword. And that's even with some pixels on the outside to boot. Yeah. Yeah, what else could we do? Want to do a slime tooth? Be something like there we go. There's a slime tooth. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like 11 pixels should be fine. Yeah, I think so. We got the Jamaican wood again. It's true. I do tend to go Jamaican when I say hold the phone. All right. Yeah, so you'd be healing potion, and then this one, you know, it would be what was I saying before? Smells a little. Be like smells a little. And we would just do that. Smells a little funky. But is probably very useful. And then we would just say change that to empty and change that to empty. Cool. Then if you were to click on inventory, you'd have healing potion. Oh, I just realized it's also the darker text, which I think is totally fine. I think that's totally fine. Yeah. I think that's good. Unfortunately, it can't do DKG because I am not in the EU. That's totally fair. Totally understandable. Gasp! I think I found the Final Fantasy Tactics things look smooth, but stay true to its original. Oh, it's on Steam? Well, let's take a quick peek. Quick gander over here. Just a little peeky. Ooh, $49.99. Sounds about right. A sweeping epic returns, told as never before. Ooh. It's just all... Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. All right. That looks really good. Huh. Well, yeah, that is, I would say that looks worth it. I really like that. Well, I better start saving up. I think I'm gonna get that. That looks really good. I've only ever played FFL on the Game Boy. Final Fantasy Legend. They're good games. I would highly recommend them. I dropped off after Final Fantasy X. Have not really played any of the more recent ones. Yeah, so 10 and 10-2. I am super lost in it. That's fair. Okay, there we go. So healing potion smells a little funky, but it's probably very useful. And then basically the way that it'll work is as you hover over the items, it'll then update this description. I think that should work all right. That should be fine. JK, welcome. Glad you could make it. Glad you're here. Welcome. Come on in. Sit on down. We're probably gonna be. Oh, I'm dying. Probably gonna be wrapping up here pretty soon. But welcome. Glad you're here. You did unfortunately miss all of the YouTube action of actually fighting the monster. Because I did technically get it working. Minimally. But next time, it'll be working for you. Yeah, how was your weekend? How's your day going? I know. It's sad. I didn't realize that I had a limit to the amount of API polls that I could make from Google. And so so every single time that a spell was cast, it was doing an API poll, and yeah, that apparently causes it to max out pretty quickly. So unfortunately, I need to make sure that GB Studio can work on. Ooh, that's a good point. I would imagine so. I could be wrong. Maybe not. Yeah, glad you're here, JK. Glad you're here. Okay, so I think as far as UI goes, I think that's fine. Obviously, you know, when you click quest, it's going to have to re-pull your quest information every time, because if you go to inventory, then it changes all that stuff and go back to quest. It does kind of mess things a little bit. We will have to make sure that, yeah, every time you click on quest, it does update with your current quest. Yeah, so basically it would be, I basically take this, hide, loop, at the end of it, here, quest 2. This is a little something just to wait. Quest 2, line 2, quest 2, line 3. Now, let's see. This is a little something just to show you that have text here to show for current quest goal. Yep. Oh, there we go. Quests. There we go. Quest 2. This is a little something just to show that you can have text here to show your current quest goals. It'll show very different things from that, but yeah, something like that. Something like that. GB Studio does have a Linux version, so probably. Sweet. OMG, the dino is timed with the music. He kind of is, isn't he? That is hilarious. I love that. Good old dancing dino. Sticking with the beat. All right, if you go to inventory, here we go, it changes all of that. Healing potion. Well, okay, that's different now because it wasn't healing potion. It was the slime tooth. Whoop. And then if you go to inventory, slime tooth smells a little funky, but it's probably very useful. Quests. That's what I call a Rockosaurus Rex. Good way to describe him. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. We have the UI and everything working for the inventory, quests, the map. Finally got the map working. I am so sad that it took us as long as it did to actually get that working. Because, like, literally, honestly, it probably should have taken 10 minutes max. Because, like, literally, this is it. Actually, we can delete that. This is it. That is all we needed, and I just could not get the flow right. Until now. The flow is right now, so that is a happy day. Yeah. I don't know if there's really anything else more that we can get started on with it being this close to the end, because I'm trying to think of, like, anything small. I think that basically covers the small stuff, because now at this point, it's just a matter of now starting to build out the NPCs to actually give you quests so that we can test out the whole setting up the quests in, like, a database to then be able to apply to the quests UI. We can pull that information in. Yeah. Let's see what else. Is the inventory's working? Same thing with the inventory as well. It's like we've got the UI here. You know, we can show the text. That's great. We've got the boxes here, so you know where your inventory slots are going to be. And now it's just a matter of making it so that, well, as you collect items, they show up in here. They make it so you hover over them, change the text. That is also going to be a pretty big undertaking. So yeah, I think we might actually call it here. Yeah, we'll pick up again on Tuesday, probably working on the quest system next. Making it so the NPCs, the NPCs, I don't know why I said that wrong. The NPCs can, actually give you quests and all that fun stuff is what we'll be working on next. So, so I think that will be the end of it. So thank you all so much for being here, for hanging out, or for chatting, for all the support. I appreciate all of it so much. So thank you. And yeah, I think what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna try and do a raid on Twitch. So yeah, so Anonard says, thanks for the amazing stream. Thank you, I appreciate that. And legendary Cerberus says, thanks for the stream. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, cool. Well, I am going to we're gonna end there on the YouTube side of things. Then we're going to jump over and try and do a raid over on Twitch. So everyone over on YouTube, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. That you've been here, for all the chatting, for just all the good times. So hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings, days, mornings, wherever you may be in this world. Hope it's a good one, and we will see you all on the Tuesday stream. So until then, take care, and good luck.